This is his current state, but this is where he sees himself to be. So he's not looking at his current state. And basically, that's the reason why we are gathered here. That is what we seek to achieve. That no matter the current state, no matter the background, where you see yourself, you have to do it. It's possible to get there. That is the reason why that's the reason behind these mentorship sessions and gathering over here. That we see ourselves today in the torn clothes, whatever, but our future, we see it to be what? Bright. It doesn't matter where we find ourselves today, but this is where we see our future. And some years back, that's the vision I had. I saw myself here, but I always knew this is where I will be, or this is where I will go. And I will stop at nothing till I do what? I get there. So that's it. No matter where you see yourself today, the goal is you knowing that this is where I want to be. And this is where I am. This is my destination. Once you have that picture in mind, you are good to go. Once you have the picture in mind, let's say, for instance, you're going to visit your first girlfriend. The guys, I'm sure they will have experience they can share with you. You're going to visit your first girlfriend. Maybe the girlfriend is in Kumasi. The goal is you have to get to Kumasi to visit the girl. Trust me, no matter what happens, you will find yourself in Kumasi. And almost every guy I know, that's why I use the word first girlfriend. If it's Kumasi you want to see the girl at, if the car breaks down on the road, you will change. You don't mind boarding another car. So long as you get to see her, or so long as she doesn't say, oh, it's okay, don't come again, you will stop at nothing till you do what? You see her. That's the same desire we need to attach to our lives. This is where I want to be. And this is where I have to get to. If we have this mindset right from the beginning, it's enough. I remember vividly about some 12 years ago when I sat down with some colleagues and I was talking. I remember vividly how the picture was like and how they made it look like it's impossible. Do you get it? We were talking and I was telling them that, see, this, we can do this, we can do this, we can do this, we can do this. And one of them just put a comment that, I don't know what you've been listening to lately, but you better face reality. But I never let that deter me. And that's the same thing you are going to face. There are times you will doubt yourself. There are times you will think it's impossible. There are times everything around shows you that this is not going to what? Happen. It's like when you think of it, how can I be this and see myself here? Enfa, it wouldn't make sense to you. It wouldn't make sense to you. One thing about success is the first step is always the hardest. The first step is always the hardest. When you look at the picture here, you've seen that the rest are what? Just a continuation. But the first step to climb it is always the hardest. And that is the reality of life. The first step is what? Always the hardest. Whatever you want to be, you are not seeing it because you are what? You are the first stage. Once you overcome the first stage, you realize it becomes a continuation. That's like they said, the rich are always getting rich, and the poor are always getting what? Poor. Because the rich, they've crossed the first stage. So the rest is just application of what they know, and it becomes what? A continuation. It becomes a continuation. That's success for you. Always getting ahead of the first step. That's where the whole work is. The first step is you waking up at dawn, doubting yourself, asking God when, will it ever be possible? All those questions, they're in the first phase. They're in the first phase. But truth be told, no matter what we say over here, if you don't believe and apply it, cost 90. If you don't believe and apply it, it will yield no results. You will need to apply what you learn. You can read a book. The reason we had a discussion right now was that I realized that, see, when you read a book and you don't take any decision or action after reading it, it becomes just a normal book. So the goal was, I think, it was put on a platform, we all saw it. After every book, write down the actions you are going to take. That, okay, I read this book, and this book has taught me that what? I have to save 1/10. Henceforth, I'm always going to save. Once you take the decision, there's no coming back. So you can get a big notebook or something, and after every book, whatever decision, lessons you've taken, you write it down. After every mentorship session, when you go home, whatever lessons you've learned, whatever decision it is, you write it down. Never go for a seminar and leave without a decision. That is where people get it wrong. That is where people, you can't come here and we spend, let's say, the whole day over here. It's Saturday, I'm sure you all have important things and places to be. But so long as you've chosen to be here, then don't leave here without a decision. It's the combination of these decisions that will yield the final results. Every seminar, take a decision. Every book, take a decision. With time, you realize that you are becoming what? A transformed person. If maybe, let's say, after 1 year or 2 years of seminar, somebody tells you that, oh, I don't even have 200 CDs in my account, then it's a problem. That's why today's owner dedicated it to money. Today, all we're going to talk about is what? Money. So that in some few months or years, a year from now, I can boldly say, no one will be in this session and will complain about money. Unless the die-hard fans of poverty. Those who have said, as for poverty, I will die with you. I won't leave you. Those people, there's nothing you can do. But for those who have rejected poverty, then it will leave. I always tell people, I reject anything poverty. Anything, I flee from it. Because I don't want it anywhere near me. That has to be the mindset. Everything is about the mindset. Before you build a house, there's always a foundation. There's always a foundation. And if you get the foundation wrong, that's the end. Whatever you do, it won't work. You will always come back to I was listening to a message, I think it was by Joel Austin, and I picked up something from that lesson. He said, there are times certain doors never open. And even if you run away from it, you will come back to that door. So it's better when you face that door, you do what it takes to open it. So that you can tell God, God, I've opened this door. Now I'm ready for the next door. When you run away, you meet it in future. So basically saying, process is important in life. You need to go through the process. Don't be in a rush. You need to go through the process. But before you start the process, if you get a foundation wrong, you are doomed. I said we'll talk about 6 figures, right? Someone said it's impossible. Someone said, oh, this. I was talking to an elderly person who was on pension. And I asked the person, it's like, where am I going to take that money from? I'm a pensioner. And I was like, the foundation was wrong from the beginning. If the foundation is right, trust me, every single person in this room can become a millionaire. You don't have to do much. You don't have to do much. But if you get a foundation wrong, so when we start, the foundation, what we're talking about is how you psych your mind before you begin the journey. As I used the boyfriend going to Kumasi to see the first girlfriend. He has psyched his mind that I'm going to Kumasi. And trust me, until he gets to Kumasi, unless the car somersaults, he will get there. So that's how we need to psych our mind. Why do you need money? That's the first question. What's your end game? What do you need the money for? No one gets up in the house, let me say this morning. Did you just get up and just walk out of the house? You knew where you were going. You knew you were coming here. So what's the end game? What do you want the money for? What do you want the money for? To go and show your village people that I told you I'll make it. Or to show to that friend that you thought I'll never make it, I've made it. What's the goal? What's the end game? Why do you want to be financially free? What do you want the money for? Oh, we are all sharing ideas, so what do you want the money for? What do you want the money for?
Better standard of living.
What's your end game? Like the life, what's your end game? What do you want the money for?
Where I'm coming from, I've seen people consecrating, like when they talk about all consecration. They're very rich, but they just doing everything up to God. That is the situation which I want to do.
Good.
That you have everything, but you just let it go.
I'll give myself an example. Before I began my money journey, I had 2 purposes. That's the foundation. To give to the kingdom of God and to give to humanity. That was my foundation. So when people ask me, why these free things? I personally hate free things. I don't like anyone doing anything for me for free. I always want to pay. I don't like free things. But organizing things for free, people ask them like, it's something I've always wanted to do. I want to see people win. I want to see people transformed. I want to see someone from nothing to something. I want to see someone in 5 years from now who can walk to me and say, because of the teachings and sessions I came for, today I'm rich. Then I'll say, God, you've done it. So from day one, the message has been to support the kingdom of God and to give to humanity. That has been my foundation of wanting money and to be financially free. That's my foundation, to give. So sometimes when I'm giving, some of it too, you will think twice and you just wish like, this cry when. So the goal is, okay, now teach, share people, empower people, so that what? More people can do what? To give. But when the foundation is, I want to buy the latest car. I want my village people to see I have arrived. That friend that is always driving this flashy car, I also want to show off. Wrong foundation. It's a wrong foundation. It is God who gives the power to get wealth. So like how Tim said, to enable what? A better living. We all need money. So you need to know what the end game is. When you see people who are in their old age giving to charity, like how Esinam said, right? They give everything away. When you are young, you will insult. You say, hey, this people don't know. But when you grow, one thing I always say is that always talk to the old people, those in their 70s, 80s. Spend time chatting with them. Spend time chatting with them. When you see a young person saying, I don't believe in God, don't waste your time to argue with that person. If an 80-year-old tells you I don't believe in God, you can talk to that person. But hardly would you come across an 80-year, 70-year-old person who says I don't believe in God. Because at that age, they've come to the realization that if they wake up in the morning, it is God. When they are in pains and they go to hospital, they know when they wake up first in the morning, thank God today I'm alive. Almost all the old people I talk to, all of them, God. So get the foundation right. What do you want the money for? What do you want to do with money? You write it down. That's the foundation. Because one day, you will come back to it. When you hear stories like, oh, this person, when he got rich, he became useless. He started doing drugs. You will think, don't exempt yourself. When you don't have the foundation, you will misuse money when it comes. But when you know the foundation and you have it right, when the money starts coming, you already know what your foundation is. What's the meaning of success to you? Not everybody wants to be a billionaire. Not everybody wants to be super rich, packing the money. What's the meaning of success to you? Somebody will say, success to me is being able to afford to feed myself, feed my family. That's success to me. Some people are not content because they don't know what success is to them. These are things you need to get right from the beginning. To me, all these years, success to me is to be able to afford for my family and to be able to leave a legacy and also live enough that my children will come and enjoy from. That's what success is to me. So success is not me being better than you or no. My first principle of success is for me to be able to afford, take care of myself and take care of my family. So if you should ask me, have I achieved success? I'll tell you yes. Because success to me is to be able to take care of myself and take care of my family. And by God's special grace, I'm able to do that. Then we move on to the next. You need to define what success means to you. If not, you will never be content. You'll never be grateful. Things you see people doing is because they don't know what success is to them. If not, why would you, a 30-year-old person, when a 60-year-old man has gone to buy a Bugatti, you also saying, I want one. I wish I was the one who owned it. What somebody has achieved in his 60s, you are in your 30s. That's what you're competing for. The foundation is what? It's wrong. What comes to mind when you think of money? Can anyone share? What comes to mind when you think of money? Or who comes to mind when you think of money? Who comes to mind when you think of money?
God.
Let's say on earth, who comes to mind when you think of money?
God is rich, so
Family. No, like, let's say, who is your financial role model? Who is a financial role model? Most of us growing up, every guy there was saying Bill Gates, Bill Gates, Bill Gates, Bill Gates, Bill Gates, Bill Gates. Who comes to mind when you think of money? Oprah. Okay, great. Who comes to mind? Good, great. Someone will say Dangote, whatever. The person who comes to mind, look at the life of the person. To make money, who is your financial role model? We are building the foundation, no? So please, if you don't get anything, let's ask questions, because when the foundation is done, we start the block work. Who comes to mind? Someone said Oprah. So what do? You read about the life of Oprah, her challenges, her struggles. Almost every successful individual has a biography, autobiography. They have it. There are books on them. You study, read about them, what they did, mistakes, corrections, things they did. People talk of Dangote, but how many people have read his story? You realize that he has multiple sources of what? Income. So if Dangote is your role model, the question is, how many sources of income do you have? Dangote sells sugar, sells flour, now selling cement, many other things. If I say go and sell sugar tomorrow by the roadside, will you go? So who is your financial role model? You need to have that in mind. So that when you know that this is my financial role model, let me read about the person. They will put their struggles, talk about all of it, how they started. When Despite talks about, oh, he was selling gum and blah, 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 you see Ghanaians insulting, talking, all the kind of things. The question is, if you don't believe, how do you achieve? Do you get it? When you have a role model, what happens is there is someone you look up to. You know that this person began just like me and is here today. And that means that it's possible. I can also do what? Get there. Isn't it?
In choosing financial role models, what are some of the things that you have to look up? You cited something. For example, your financial role. You can't just stand up and say, Dangote is my financial role model. Something might have made you want to choose him as your role model. So, for example, you asked if he is rich because of his merchandise expertise. Maybe I'm not good at sales, but I admire him. Does that mean that because maybe I'm into IT, I have to choose somebody who has been successful in the IT field?
No. What it just means is, when you read their story, you learn some lessons. Let's say, for instance, you learn how they were consistent, persistent, disciplined, how they overcame challenges. So it motivates you that you can also do it. You can also do it. So if, let's say, maybe Despite talks about he's selling gum and those kind of things and he got into where he is today, and that means that it talks about humble beginning. And the humble beginning, what it means is that whatever you have to do legal to get money, do it. So, I'm coming. So that means that if tomorrow life beats you so hard and all you can find to do is to go and sell at the roadside, go and do it. It doesn't mean that because you're an IT person, you stop IT and go and do what? Start selling gum. No. The goal of the financial role model is that what? It gives you something to look up to. Let's say maybe, please your name, Emilia. Okay, so let's say that Emilia is sitting by you. And in 2-3 years, you realize that Emilia has become a millionaire. Do you know what will happen? Because you sat by her, and when she tells you that this is what I was doing, and God, by God's grace, I'm here today, it gives you the courage to know that if Emilia can do it, I can also do it. I can also do it. So at that point in time, Emilia can be like a financial role model to you. Because it's someone you can look up to. You realize that she started from nothing and she's gotten where she is today. That's the goal of having a financial role model. People you can look up to. Please, Mr. Muzi, you're saying something?
I have a financial role model in heart. And sometimes I follow him when he preaches. He's an elder of a church of Pentecost. I've not interacted with him one-on-one like this before. But I've listened to him time and again. And he shares his experience, what he has been through. And I'm doing different things, I'm doing different things. But based on his background, what he has been through, let me mention his name. Somewhere, Tobinco Pharmacy. He started selling medicine, go to villages, and he was carrying a few restaurants, that kind of. And he determined to do that. And today, look at where he is. And I do something like, I believe in ministry. So I'm an evangelistic person. But I'm not doing ministry as other people are doing it. And I strongly believe in my heart. So the other time you show us a scale, do you want to do ministry or rebel for money? Whatever you want to do for money, can only do two things. And so for me, I strongly believe in my heart. Even though I've never started independent ministry yet, but I'll make money through ministry. So whatever I'm studying, the communication, whatever, my aim is to improve or to enhance my ministry knowledge so that when I started, it will help me. Also from Captain Prince Amwami. I learned something from him, for that seminar and other place there. You have to observe, like, and find where the recipe, where the weakness, and there are a lot of things I've studied in the body of Christ today. When I start my ministry, I believe I can make impact, and out of it, I'll make it.
Okay, good.
So you look at the person, and like what I'm trying to say is that because he determined to do that business without giving up, and gradually he is up there. Even though I'm not selling drugs, I won't go to sell drugs, but he was also doing it wholeheartedly, selflessly. But as he consistently pursued his passion today, out of it, he is successful.
Okay, then I'm coming. Listen, you want to say something?
Yes, I wanted to ask for like an advice. How many financial role models do you have to look at? And the number of them?
No, okay, let me put it this way. You can have many. You know, one thing about financial role models is like role models. Something attracts you to them. Someone said Oprah Winfrey. I've never thought of her as my financial role model. But I'm sure something she does is of interest in her field or to her. Let me talk about Miles Monroe. He has been like a financial role model to me. Where I see that, somebody could be into ministry public speaking, and could be paid millions of dollars just to give a talk. He spoke about Tobinko. What he tells you is, per his life story and his struggles, then he tells you that, okay, when you hear the struggle, the lessons you hear will be about integrity. How he kept going. How nothing deterred him. He kept going, believing he will make it. Then it becomes what? It becomes like a foundation that this person started from nothing, but is where he is today because he never did what? He never gave up. So it is my financial role model, and that means that I can also not do what? I can also not give up. Even when I fail, I know my role model also has done what? Has failed before and still got up. Let me share a story with you. Last year, I faced some serious challenges, right? But I was listening to one speaker, and he spoke about how he lost everything, went back to the drawing board, started again, and he got back on his feet again. So what he said was, when you fail, go back. So when I was in the challenges, and I felt I've lost almost everything, his thoughts just came to mind, and I said, I'll keep going. Do you get it? I said, I will keep going. So sometimes, like, let me use like her. Let's say our own president. What did people say? They said, oh, he will never be a president. It's not possible. It's a childhood dream he had. Blah, 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 blah. But what happened? Today, is he not a president? When in history, when they list the names of Ghanaian presidents, what happens? His name will be part. So that can be like a role model to some of you that see, when everyone thought it was impossible, he kept going. His third or fourth attempt, he succeeded. He went against then candidate Kufuor before he became president. He lost. Went against Atamos, lost. Went against Mahama, lost. And then went again and then did what? He won. So if that person is your role model, the lessons you can pick from here is, don't give up. Do we get it? So you say this person is kind of my role model. The lesson you pick is, if your role model did not give up, why are you going to give up? What kind of humiliation did he face? But at the end of the day, he succeeded. So it's good when you have in mind someone you look up to. Well, it motivates you. He said Elon Musk. There are a number of times he had failed. He kept going. You see, what happens is, it teaches you something. Let me say, recently I was reading about Elon Musk, and he sold almost everything, his house and everything, and got a small apartment to stay in. Such a person is your financial role model. It teaches you something that, forget about luxury. So know how to pick the lessons. She mentioned Oprah Winfrey. The later I know about her, she was raped, if I'm correct. But that didn't deter her. She kept going. Today, when you talk about the queen of radio, TV show, she's the one.
I also want to contribute. I think when it comes to this financial moments, it's very important that you look around yourself. When you go down to your family history, you might think that probably you don't have anything, or you don't have anyone to look out to. But trust me, when you look at probably your fifth, your fourth, your third, your second, or fifth generation, or whichever one, you get to know that there was one particular person within the family who made a great impact. Probably a person did not even attend even junior high school, senior high school, or tertiary, or whichever. But the person made what great impact. So don't even look beyond Ghana. but your immediate family. You can go down, probably talk to your parents, your grandparents, or whoever. The person will let you know that in your history, in your family history, there was one particular person who probably lived for a short period, but the person made a greater impact. So when you talk about qualifications and start trying to look outside Ghana or outside the world and stuff, it really make things big for you, so that you might feel like, oh, it is not possible. Like Coach was saying, I know one woman, the woman used to sell at the market. In a day, the money the woman makes, I mean, even if you work at a bank or you're a consultant or whatever, you can't make that money. She was very rich, very, very wealthy. And then the projects that the woman was able to do, it's mind blowing. So such a person, if you take such a person as your role model, you could even do and do greater things than the one who worked at the market. And you can't also belittle these people because they make a lot of money. They see cash every day. The woman, before she sleeps, she counts money before she goes to bed. I'm not talking about thousands or whatever, like about 10,000 Ghana cedis a single day before she goes to bed. So such a person who is making such great impact. When you go like Coach is saying, you talk to the person could tell you how she started. And she not just starts by making that huge sums of money per night or per day. She started small. And that will impress you. So I think when we go, we should all try and find out from our parents, our grandparents, tell us some of the people that are in our immediate family who make greater impact. And that will also inspire us in our journey towards getting a financial advisor or financial role model or whatever you want. Thank you.
Great. That brings me to a point. I think it's in one of the sessions we'll talk about later on. But because he spoke about it, it just came to mind. I don't know the kind of sessions where I want to talk about, but let me talk about it now. When I began my journey, right, as a young boy at the airport, every evening, when I'm standing by the airport, when I see the cars that come and park, the question that comes to mind is, are these cars in Ghana? Do Ghanaians own these cars? They come, drop the passengers off, they go. Come, drop them off, they go. Every evening, the kind of cars you see, not just once, daily, because of the airport, almost every day I was seeing it. I asked myself, so this country we said there's no money, people have money. Because if these cars are in Ghana, rich people own them. They are owned by Ghanaians. What? Then Ghanaians, we have money. And when you find out the cost of ticket, then you'll be like, so people can spend this much on ticket to travel every evening. With time, I got used to some familiar faces because I could see them on Monday traveling. By Friday, they are back in the country. And almost every week, that was what they used to do. Go on Monday, come back Friday. I had a chance to talk to about one or two of them, and they say, oh, normally they do business outside the country, go for meetings and stuff. Friday, want to come, see family, relax. Monday, away. I was like, Ghana. Somebody can go Monday every week, travels about twice or once, every week, up and down. And I was like, nah, you these people are in Ghana. I'm not going anywhere. I can also make it. At that point, I realized that if we have all these kind of people living in Ghana, they are not living abroad. They are living in Ghana. And some of them will even tell you that I have never stayed abroad or worked abroad before. So that notion that those days were like, oh, most of the rich people in Ghana, they were staying outside and they came back to Ghana. No, these are people that have lived in Ghana, worked in Ghana, and made their money in Ghana. Then I was like, it is possible to make it in Ghana. If they've done it, I can also do it. Do it. So that's how the journey began. So that was like my role model or motivation to me. That if these people can make it in Ghana, then I can also do it. Let me get to work. So that's how it works. Something needs to push you. It's like the reason why we do testimonies in church. When you hear people sharing their testimony, they'll be like, hey, if God is doing it for them, then me too, God will do what? Do it for me. So that's how the benefit of it. It gives you hope to know that I can also do it. Ghana, we've never had a lady vice president before. Should it happen, then the ladies can now say, if someone has achieved it, then I will also do what? I can also become president. Amen. When Barack Obama became the first black president of the United States, it gave hope to millions of people, black community, that it is possible. Because in a country where only whites have been president, what gave the audacity to a black man to say, I'll give it a shot? Normally, all he would just say is, it's not possible. So if, let's say, Barack Obama is your role model, then what it gives you is that he had the hope to dare when no one decided to dare. So that means if AC now, you realize, let's say, Barack Obama is your role model, the AC now can say, I want to be the president of Ghana. And by that declaration and hope, not just joking, when she's serious about it, by that declaration and hope, it will push her to know what steps to take. So if, as Mr. Mu spoke about Tobinko, if Tobinko is a sort of motivation to you, then you know I have to stop sleeping and wake up. Get to work. Because he didn't become rich by staying in the house and sleeping. He went from community to community selling things. What are you doing? What are you doing? So you know from beginning that me sitting at home watching TV, forget, I won't get anywhere. I work hard. I keep doing my best, trying my best, because the people I look up to, I realize no matter how much money they made, the harder they worked. Hence, there's no time for what? Sleeping. So have someone in mind. It could be 10 people, it could be 5 people. If not, you go and have someone in mind who became rich overnight. No foundation. And you keep asking yourself, when? Social media, you see plenty. You see women or people who became rich overnight. If such a person is your role model, you are lost. Because they have no story to share. Are you getting the difference now? Yeah. They have no story to share. When you listen to their interviews, you find nothing. But for those who made it and went through the process, they always have something to do what? To share. So let's say Mr. Muzi is part of us. Automatically, he's a role model to everybody here. That it's never too late to go back to school. You have no excuse. So if you've not seen one before, you always hear it on TV, you've seen one in your midst that he's available to come for seminars. He wants to achieve better. He has not given up. He believes there is something out there for him to do what? For him to grab. That's how it works. So always have people you look up to. Some of them are alive. One day you try to send them a message, one day they'll just respond. But the challenge with us is we are not ready. We are not ready. You understand? So that's the bit about having a financial role model. The essence of it is someone's story you can always keep in mind. When the journey gets tough, you can refer to motivate you to do what? To keep going. So normally when you go for therapy sessions, if someone was battled and overcome cancer, and those who are those who are having the cancer treatment, they normally invite those who overcame it to come talk to them. Do you know what they are trying to do? They are trying to motivate them to have faith that if someone can overcome it, then they can also do what? Overcome it. That's the benefit. That's all. Just to serve as a source of hope.
Please, what I wanted to say, can the success be measured by the number of money you count?
Is that?
The success, can we measure it by the number of, the amount of money you have?
That's how come we said, when you are building the foundation, what's the meaning of success to you? If having $30 million is success to you, then until you get it, you will consider yourself a failure. But if success to you is being able to take care of your family and provide comfortably for them, then you've achieved what? Your success. So success is different to everybody. You understand? It's never about the amount of money you have. Someone wants to be the great, let's use the recent thing in Ghana, the Kukaton and the whatever. The goal is to have a Guinness record. And you see people insulting them that they have nothing better to do with their time. What you're forgetting, to that person, that is an achievement for him. To me, it's not an achievement for me. It's not my goal, so I won't try it. But to someone, if he's able to achieve that, that will count as what? Success to him. So he'll give it a shot. So to each and every person, success is different. You have to find out what success means to you. So to me, okay.
I think finding out is in relation with your ability. Because maybe I may not be able to sell in market, but I have other talents that I can multiply.
That's how you said. That's like I was saying, these are foundation stages. You are building a foundation, you know. So before we even begin the journey, this is what you are putting down. So to me, from beginning, success to me is to be able to inspire others. So if 5 years from now, I have about a room full of 50 people who are all successful, and they say, my impact counts. To me, I've achieved success. Because that's what success is to me. Having money has never been, doesn't mean success to me. But to somebody, being rich is what? Success. So once they have the money, they've achieved their aim. They can do anything they want to do. So to me, being able to impact others, for them to achieve their goal, for them to bring out the best in them, is success to me. So even if I have all the money in the world today, and I'm not able to do that one thing, I haven't achieved my success. So I have to go out there to do what? To do it. Do you get the picture? So you have to define what success is to you. She may say success to her is being the best news broadcaster in Ghana. So the day GIJ or the awards they do for journalists, the day they award her best journalist, she's achieved her success. Anything you say afterwards, forget. But to someone also, being able to be called a rich man or the richest man in Ghana, that's success to him. So until he will work so hard to do what? To gather those money. As I come and use our president, his goal had been to become a president. So what success means to you will determine how far you will go. I could be home sleeping. Because to spend time to come and share idea, talk, it takes a lot of time. It takes energy. So why punish yourself? Especially when it's for free. Do you get it? So if success to you, maybe to host shows, even if you have to do it for free, you will do it. So you always have, that's like I said, we are building the foundation. So you always have to do what? Define it. When you define it, you know where you are going. You know where you are going. So we'll go to the foundation. We are still on foundation, no? In building a foundation for wealth, don't assume. Ask questions. Ask questions. Don't assume. Never assume. Ask questions. If you read what's going on social media, people just assume. They don't ask questions. One day a colleague was talking to me, I was talking to the colleague and he said, oh, you when we are talking, you two are talking, you are chopping church money and you are here. And I'm like, chopping what? He said, oh, are you not a pastor at church? I'm chopping church money, so you don't have any problem. People will give you money. I was like, oh, really? We thank God. That is what? Assumption. Instead of asking, how are you making it? He has assumed that what? Because I serve in a church, I'll have no issue. The church will be giving me plenty money. Assumption will deny you of your greatness. Ask questions. Ask. When you see someone who has made it, no matter what people say, ask them questions. Whatever they share with you, it takes us to our next portion, our next foundation. Believe it's possible. You can't achieve anything if you don't believe it. If I didn't believe that all those people I saw at the airport made their money from Ghana, I wouldn't stay in Ghana. I would go away. And because I believed they made it in Ghana, so I can also make it. I also embarked on my journey. So when you ask questions, believe. Someone said I sold gum, and through that I got opportunity to do this, and one led to another, and I became rich. If you don't believe it, move on and look for another story to believe. Do you get it? Believe it's possible. If you don't believe it's possible, you can become rich. Then no matter what you do, it won't work. No matter what you do, it won't work. We are still on foundation. Develop patience. Before you start the journey, have patience. Psych your mind. All what we are doing is psyching of the mind, though. Preparing the mind to start the journey. Decide to have patience. Life is a combination of process. Nothing happens overnight. If you start a journey with the thought that I have to get rich by next 2 years, you will miss it. Have patience. Just start. And also, we are almost wrapping up on the foundation. Know that success must be a must. Do or die. I have to succeed. That was the foundation, my mind said. When I said, if all these people are in Ghana, that means I can also make it in Ghana. It was only 2 things for me. I have to succeed. Nothing else. It's a must. Your mind needs to know that it's a matter of life and death. It's a need, not a want. Oh, I want to be successful. You want. No. I need to be successful. I need to be rich. And I have to make money. No 2 ways about it. If you psych your mind that it's a must, you will do what it takes. You will do what it takes. Last I was just like, it's a long time I watched series. So there are so many interesting series in town. It's a long time I watched them. When your mind is psyched, that is a must. Oh, I have to succeed, so I want to learn what it takes. Every mentorship session, I will be here. That means that until you are admitted on hospital bed and they put a drip and even hang your leg, if you can walk, you will get up and say, I'm going somewhere. When you tell yourself it's do or die, because I had psyched my mind that, Master, me, I have to get money. I have to live a good life. So I had to learn things that will make you successful. That's what led me to start going for seminars, reading books. Do you get the point? Because I set my mind that I have to succeed. There's no option like, let me try. If it, no. It has to work. So because that was the mindset, anything it takes to succeed, I was willing to do what? Do it. I think I read somewhere, I don't know if I read, something happened. And a thought just came to mind. Keep quiet. It's part of the process. And that story, I've shared it so many times to my workers. That one day I was in a hurry going home and a friend just stopped me that, oh, please, help a passenger for me. I was like, I'm going somewhere in 10 minutes. He said, oh, Francis, please help me. I was like, okay. This passenger, maybe if I help the person within 8 minutes, 5 minutes, I should be done. Let me go. So I know that, as for this one, it's like, the person is still ready. Just assist the person from us. Like, I can spare 10 minutes. When I went, insults. Something happened and the person started attacking me because I was the person that was there. He started insulting me. Right now, the whole terminal departure, everybody was looking at me. This man was insulting me, foolish boy. He was insulting me. So I didn't even know what to say. I was just quietly listening. God being so good. A senior man walked by and said, excuse me, sir, what's the problem? And he said, this. And he said, oh, what you are saying, he's not responsible for that, but it's your duty to have done that. And the man, I realized his temper started coming down. And I was like, God, you saved me. So there I took phone, I was texting the friend, please, come and take your passenger. I'm here to help. So when the friend came, and he saw how the passenger was behaving, he got angry, he was going to, tell the passenger, what's wrong with you? And I heard him back and said, hey, master, you're going to ask a rich man what's wrong with you. You go, I will help you. I'll do what? I will see through that the man is okay. Because I had learned that you need to learn to tolerate. And one popular thing you learn along the line is, nobody corrects a rich man. And that's one thing you have to learn. No matter what anyone tells you, take it from me, you don't correct a rich man. Somebody may tell you something else, but on authority and per my experience, and per the people I've dealt with, you don't correct a rich man. When a rich man talks, you keep quiet. It's arrogance that makes you think you can correct a rich man. Even if he asks you for your opinion, sir, I think what you said is correct. You understand? But some of you, later chance, let's say in the midst of friends, oh, sir, I think you are wrong. This, you didn't say it well. This is the correct way, blah, 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 blah. Hey, you're going to humiliate a rich man. When a rich man talks, you don't talk. I was telling people to read about pride. When you read about pride and you learn about pride, there are things you will stop. If even, let's say, the president is here, and the president says, oh, sit down. Madam, get up and stand. You understand? These are things you learn along the line. how to deal with influential people and kind of things. So when your mind is made up that I want to succeed, you learn all these things. Because you don't want to miss the chance. You know it's do or die. And I'm still there. There are times I wake up, I'm so tired. I'm like, as for this one, I wish I can sleep some more. But you have to do it. Do what the customer wants. See, that is life. I've heard people say, oh, me don't make my trail. I will tell you. No. When you fool, I'll tell you. Me, that's the kind of person I am. I say it and I'm free. Go on. That means that to you, you've not made up your mind that you want to be successful. So you see then that they've given it to their boss and they've taken their bag and they've resigned. I mean, if you do, I'll give it to you. See, when you make up your mind that I have to succeed at all costs, you will learn to tolerate what is right. It's only things that are wrong that what you don't tolerate. Do you get the point? Mr. Muzi.
Please, the question I wanted to ask, your last statement is like the answer. You say the only thing that is wrong, especially one way or the other, you can be given a lift by somebody. And the person will be speeding where it's not supposed. And for sure, because the person is financially sound more than you, that is why you are under him. In a car, in fact, I usually have a challenge with cases like that where I'm tempted to correct. Oh, please, speak down, because after all,
The best is you just say, oh, I just got a message. I have to get at the next destination. And
money to continue the
then you keep quiet and continue. You keep quiet and suffer. Because if you value your life, you are light and then do what? Allow the person to go.
Coach, there was this man driving a timber truck with the mates by him. But because he never likes correction, he was feeling sleepy. And then the mate could not talk. His apprentice, he could not talk. And he knocked a tree and then...
No, don't get what I'm saying wrong. See, let me put it this way. Let me say, for instance, I work with Tim, right? And I'm the one paying Tim. Naturally, he has to follow my leads. There is this, how should I put it? If you are dealing with a child, and the child is correcting you, this your English is wrong. Daddy, you don't say pastor. Daddy, we say pastor. Some anger will come in you that, what is wrong with this child? That's the kind of how it works. When you are dealing with people, like if I can advise him, don't do this, don't do this, don't do this. But when some people are dealing with them, you should know when to talk and when not to talk. You understand? You should know when to talk and when not to talk. A fool cannot become rich. So for somebody to have that, it's like me. So when I see people on, you see, the funny thing. So you just social media, sometimes observe comments. Let's say a musician has come to post something. Oh, this one, you should have done it like this, like this, like this, like this, like this. Or let me even use somebody that we can all relate to. I don't know. Good. Maybe our father, Duncan Williams. Somebody people talking. He should have handled his child like this. He should have done this, done this, done this. Hey! Who am I to go and advise Archbishop on how he should have raised his son? If it's not arrogance, I don't get a picture. When you give birth and your children grow, that's when you understand that it's different in raising a child. Each child comes with their own destiny. But you see people, I asked for it, he didn't do this, he should have done this, should have done this, should have done this. It's arrogance that makes you think you can condemn or advise people who it may even take you 100 years and you will not even walk in their shadow. Do you understand? You keep quiet and you learn. Do you get a picture? So when it's a must that you have to succeed. So that's why I'm saying that this foundation is important, is that some of you will get jobs. Those jobs, your boss will be frustrating. He may be annoying. Hey, not you. Almost everything you see him doing doesn't make sense. You have to endure. He has the money. He is paying. If he could employ you, that means you keep quiet. When God gives you yours, then use your wisdom to go and do what? Run it. So if you make up your mind that I have to succeed, you will endure. But I see so many people today, any least thing, they give up. I won't do again. I won't go to work again. Oh, I've stopped. No. He doesn't know how to talk. What has how you talk got to do with me? I'm here for money. Pay my money and insult me. You understand? All I have to do is to look for another job. But till I get another job, you keep on insulting me. But so long as you pay me, I'll take my money and we do what? You understand? So I say that you need to have that winner's mindset. That it's a must. There is no alternative. Do you get it? There is no alternative. I have to succeed. Do you understand? So you prepare the foundation, you have to psych your mind that I have to succeed. Once it's psyched up, things you will endure, others who don't know will not endure. You go for a meeting, you're going to look for a contract. Oh, sir, please have a seat. Sometimes you sit down 6 hours. The person is not out. I remember one day, we were waiting for a VIP client. I was at the airport. They told me 9 a.m. So around 8 o'clock, I was here. Around 4 o'clock, I was like, what's the meaning of this? So I called the people and I was like, but how can you tell me something, a person who's coming at 9 a.m. is 4 p.m.? And the guy said, Oga, relax, so my chairman don't sleep. I was like, They said, relax, chairman is asleep. I was like, God. So if you wanted to sleep, why did you say 8 a.m., 9 a.m.? And I've been it was a starting day too. That I could have rested or that. We were waiting for a flight. I was at the airport, sitting down. He showed up around 8:30 p.m. 12 hours. We lost a very important client because a colleague got tired and left. In the nature of my job, until they tell you it's cancelled, you sit and wait. Until they tell you it's cancelled, you sit and wait. So that day I could have gone with that. No, I'm going. I cannot. No. 12 hours. I have to tell you that in dealing with certain people, if you don't psych your mind from the beginning, the wealth you want to build, it won't happen. Oh, offer, uncle, please, when should I come? You come tomorrow, come and see me. You call uncle, he's not picking. Then you get angry. I won't call him again. You don't want to succeed. You keep calling until he tells you to stop. So if you call tomorrow and he says, I forgot about yesterday, you come. Some of you go and look for your uncles or aunties, you go, sit down. You know he's in the house, but you're sitting down, you get angry that, I've been here since 9 a.m., it's 5 p.m. Until uncle has still not gotten down to see me. Psych your mind. Psych your mind. Sometimes you have to go for a funeral you don't intend to go. Just because there's someone you are targeting who can give you a contract. So you will go for the funeral, and all you see the person for is 2 minutes. So the funeral you went around 9 a.m., around 5 p.m., you see the person, sir, the person has seen your face. Mission accomplished. So just that 2 minutes handshake. But when your mind is psyched up that you want to make it, you have that patience. If you don't psych your mind, how can I come and sit down from, no. As for this one there, God himself will open another door. No. Psych your mind. You see, when your mind is psyched up, you pay the price. That's it, simple. When your mind is psyched up, you pay the price. Choose growth over company. What I mean is, choose growth over friends. When you begin your journey of growth, let me say the name release. Your name? Makida. Okay. Hey, Makida, the friends are hanging out this afternoon. But she's choosing that she wants to learn more to do what? To grow. So she misses the friendship hangout to be at a session. Be willing to choose growth over friends. Because it will get there. It will get there. So psych your mind from the beginning that whatever it takes for me to succeed, I will do it. So if it means me losing friends, no problem. I will lose them. Do you understand? Yes. Because we love company. Oh, I'm going for this seminar next week. Why don't you go with me? Oh, no. Oh, I don't want to go alone. I will feel bored. So because you have no one to go with you, you end up what? Not going. Be willing to walk alone. Choose growth over company or friends. If no one will go and you believe it will help you, go. These are all foundation stage. Are we on the same page? Yes, sir. Are we building the foundation well? I hope the foundation will not collapse. The building will not collapse on it. You understand? Choose friendship, choose growth over company or friends. Because it will get there. Oh, you are boring. We are going to Akosombo this weekend to have fun. What is this? Hey, my sister, if you be rich, you be rich. At God's own time, everything works out, blah, blah, those other kind of things. Desire for the growth. When I embarked on my journey, nothing could stop me. I don't care what my friends were saying. And the funny thing is, those who did not believe, those who were thinking otherwise, God being so good, today, when I look at them and I look at where I am, the difference is huge. And the only thing I can say that has accounted for that is one, my desire to grow, desire to learn. These two, desire to grow and desire to learn. Always learning. So you have to desire for it. Poverty is not easy. Do you know what's nice? You meet your friends and you're talking, we are contributing 2,000 cedis so that we can be able to support this friend. Okay, Monday I'll send mine. Hey, that gives you some joy. We are contributing 1,000 cedis. Hey! $1,000! That's too much. Why don't you do it 50 or 100 cedis? Poverty. Hey, when you work hard and you're making money, okay, 2,000. Okay, Monday I'll send mine. At that stage, some kind of fulfillment and honor comes on you. When you go to church, they're raising funds. These people, every Sunday, unless you don't come to church, every Sunday, we need this, we need this. What do you mean? I don't even go to church again. poverty. When you are rich, in the like they should raise funds every Sunday, you don't care. You understand? You have to desire for it. Before we go to our last point, any questions? Any questions? I hope you are all following. We know the last point. The last point on our foundation. Have your first financial target in mind. Nobody builds a house and lays the foundation without a plan. So that financial freedom life you want to build, the last foundation you use is, what is your first financial target? Have it in mind. Have it in mind. My first financial target was 5,000 cedis. I still remember how to today. That was my first financial target. 5,000 cedis.
Was it to make 5,000 cities or was it to save 5,000 cities?
To save. To earn or save. I like to see 5,000 cedis in my account. That was it. I want to see it as my bank balance. That when I check my account balance, I will see 5,000 cedis. That was my first financial goal. I just wanted to see it in my account. That 5,000. The day I saw it, hey, the way I laughed. I did a good thing about having the first financial target in mind. The good thing is, whatever you did to get it, all you are going to do is to repeat. That is it. That is all. All you are going to do is what? Repetition. So if I tell you that, get me, raise 1,000 cedis by Friday, if you're able to do it, all you have to do is repeat what you did. So if you want to steal it, go and steal again. They will catch you. But if you worked for it, maybe when I said raise 1,000 cedis by Friday, you thought of an idea. You started thinking, whatever idea came to mind, you implemented it and it worked. Let's say you thought of, okay, hey, 1,000 cedis, that means that I have to sell to 10 people and make 100 cedis profit. Or 20 people make 50 cedis profit. What can I sell to 20 people and make 50 cedis profit so that I get 1,000 cedis? Whatever you think of and you sell, all you have to do is to repeat that steps and boom, you are on your way to riches. And that is what almost every rich person does. Repetition. There is nothing new under the sun. See, forget about the new things. When you get there, those who want to go to Mars, all those things, that level is a different level. But as a beginner, don't stress. Just copy. Just copy. As a beginner, what do you have to do with unique? Just copy. I always tell people, just copy. And repeat the steps. To make 2,000 cedis, all I have to find is, let's say 1,000 cedis, all I have to find is 20 people I can sell to and make 50 cedis profit. So I'm not going to think of a product. Something in town already, look for it, and find the people who will need it. My goal is to sell to them. So now, those in the high achievers class, we did a test of was it 1,000 cedis? And you missed it. It's because you didn't desire for it. The goal was, all you had to do is look for who I can supply this to. So that brings us fair. When you have the target in mind, all you have to do is what? Repeat. That's all. So to be rich is all about repetition. You don't stress it. There's a place for uniqueness. That one you will get there. But you cannot be hungry and be thinking of uniqueness. I want to own my own product. Whilst you are hungry. The first is to what? Get money. And it's possible. The reason you don't have money is because you don't know how to make money. When you go to school, they don't teach you how to make money. When I realized that school won't teach me how to make money, I advised myself. While I was in school, I was chasing money. Every day I was at circle. I was a circle boy. The day we don't have lectures, from morning to evening, I'm at circle. Somebody will call me, oh, Francis, I want cable. Okay, I go pick it, go and deliver. Maybe they pay, they add extra 5 CDs, 10 CDs. Oh, my phone is not working. Oh, I can fix it for you. Come to your office, pick it, go to circle, fix it, bring it back. School won't teach you how to make money. What they teach you is how to get a job. How to make money is up to you. You have to learn it. So if you leave it for school, you'll miss it. That's how come there are people in institute working who are making maybe 500 cedis, 1,000 cedis a month as salary. That's what school has taught them. But somebody is selling charcoal and is making more than that money. We will get there. So have your first financial target in mind. What's your first target? The easiest way you can do it is, if you've not seen 1,000 cedis before, don't go write 10,000 as financial target. You that have not seen 1,000 cedis in a year in your account before, how can 10,000 cedis be your financial target? Have you seen a child that was born and the next day started walking? The thing about following process is it expands your capacity. If you learn how to make 1,000, after making 1,000, you master it, and then now you learn how to make 2,000. The first time I heard the word 6 figures, I nearly ran away from the phone. But once I mastered it, making it became a simple thing. So that's how I said, if you meet your first financial target, all you have to do is what? Repetition. So if you stole it, what do you do? If you went to sleep with a rich man, what do you do? But if you earned it yourself. So you see the difference? So those who say there are no money, the system is hard, is because they don't know how to make money, or how they made their money was illegal. If I fall, God forbid, but if I fall today, I'll rise again. Because every money I have, I made it. All I have to do is to repeat the steps. And because I went through the process, it will be easy. As I was telling somebody that if I go to a car washing bay to go and work there, 6 months time, you come back and meet me as the manager of the car washing bay. Maximum, in 1.5 years, you see me owning a car wash. The person's like, oh, I was like, yes. Because I've gone through the process before, and I know how to succeed. I know how to make money. The good thing about going through the process is no one can take it away from you. You can take my job, everything away. Yes, I will suffer. Maximum, maybe 1 year, you see me back on my feet again. All I have to do is to do what? Repeat the process. That's how come shortcut is dangerous. Avoid shortcut. Go through the process. Make the mistakes. Learn from it. And when you succeed, it will be your backbone. Anytime you are faced with challenges, all you have to do is go back to time. How did I overcome a challenge in the past? Repeat the same process and you overcome the new troubles. Oh, when I was in uni, there was this guy who always used to insult or laugh at me, but I ignored him. You were able to ignore a friend who was insulted, laughing at you at uni. When you go to work and go and meet a boss who is disrespectful, if you could ignore a colleague, how much more a boss who is paying you? Even a colleague who you don't earn money from, you could ignore. That means what do? You only ignore the boss as well. But if you are fighting, you go and do what? Fight. It's important to go through the process of life. Because you will need it. You will need it. How you overcome a challenge is the same process you repeat to overcome other challenges. So if you make your money through illegal means, one day, if you are caught, if you are tight, you know, and there's no illegal means, you can't make money. If you have to sleep with a rich man to make money, one day when there's no rich man to sleep with, that's the end of you. But when you know how to work, how to go through the process, gather ideas, implement it, and make the money, you always make your own money. When you're learning how to drive and you master driving, you no longer go and learn how to drive. Maybe if you see a new car you've not driven before, within 30 minutes, if they teach you the controls, you are gone. Because you already know how to drive. So if you know how to make money, any part of the world you find yourself, you will make money. But if you don't know how to make money, if you go to abroad, you will still not make money. The people abroad who are not making money, all they are doing is they are earning money. And the funny thing is, they convert the money to cedis, so they think they are rich. Do you get the picture? But that money is nothing over there. But when you know how to make money, anywhere you find yourself, you will succeed. If you learn the act of making money, anywhere you find yourself, all you'll be seeing is money. Whilst people see impossible things, you'll be seeing money, money, money. Because the time will come, you've learned how to make money, so anything you see what? Money. So we'll end it over here. Have your first financial target in mind. Who have any targets in mind? As I said, if you've not seen 560,000 cedis in your account before, don't go and set financial target 10,000.
Please, I have a question. Maybe you see 10,000 before. Your next lesson, do you add 1,000 or the same 10,000? Just a strategy.
If you've seen 10,000 before, was it a gift or you earned it?
You earn it.
You worked for it,
Yes.
and you earn it. So all you do is to, however you earn that 10,000.
Financial targets in setting it. Do you add what should be the range?
Oh, that one you can go like even 30,000.
30%. That's 30% of it, right?
No, you can go any length because you've seen that amount before. You can go high.
Well, I wanted to ask a question. Let's just say you set a financial target and you earn like 10,000 and do like very fast means or something. Your next financial target, like, should time be a factor?
No.
It should just be free.
Okay, this is how it works. If you earn, you work for it, and I said I go through the process. So if you earn it fast, then if you guys set a new financial target, how you earned it fast, you will go back to earn the target to what? Fast. So if the fast is dangerous, then you should know where you're heading to. So it's realistic. So let's say if maybe it took me 6 months to meet my first financial target of 1,000 cedis, then that means if I make my next target 5,000 cedis, in reality it may take me 2 years. What I'm saying is that if your first financial target, the reason it's important is how long it took you to get it will determine how long it will take you to multiply it. No. It works.
Really, because I'm asking that because maybe last 2 years to get 2,000 CDs was 3 months for me. But this year to get 2,000 CDs, 3 months is 10
So,
to 5 months.
This is why people get it wrong. If it took you 10 customers to make 2,000 cities in 3 months, now that things are tough, and that means instead of 10 customers, you now have to stretch yourself to like 50 customers. But when we miss the markets, we don't stretch. Do you get the point? So it's all about what? Stretching. So if it was easy to make 5,000 2 years ago, and you earned it yourself, all you have to do now is what? Work the extra hours. Because maybe the first one, all you had to do was 10 phone calls, and pam, it worked for you. Then that means if it's no longer working, in repeating the process, you don't do the same 10 calls. You do 100, 200, until you meet the target. Do you get it? So whatever Katakama said, whatever you did to meet your target, all you have to do is to repeat. So if I sold to 20 people and I made 1,000 CDs, which was my first financial target, that means if I want to multiply, that means I have to target 200 people. Would it be easy? No. Like I said, we are building the foundation. Psych your mind. Whatever it takes to succeed, you do it. You have to do it. So if you have to, sometimes, once you've psyched your mind, you will lose sleep. Because maybe you used to work 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. to meet your target. And then the system is hard. So what do? That means you have to work maybe from 6 a.m. to what? 5 p.m. But the mistake we do is we still want to maintain the same thing we did in these times. Everybody is saying the times are hard, times are hard, times are hard. But the question I ask them is, what have you done? Someone used to do just one job 2 years ago. If today times are hard, common sense should tell you that get a different job, get additional income. But you're maintaining the same income, source of income, and you're complaining. Do you understand it? There should always be that, we'll get there. There should always be that constant what? Improvement.
So, I think you've mentioned that in relation to what she asked, in as much as you are repeating, you also need to double up.
Sure.
Because
So,
if you maintain the old formula, somehow you will not make it.
every time we use the word target. So if you did 10 things to meet your target, once the target increase, that means what? Whatever you're doing also have to increase. So once you do that, you always meet your target. So if people complaining about the economy is hard, this. The thing is, if you like, go and ask your grandfather, if since the days of Kwame Nkrumah, what Ghanaians have been complaining about. I never complained. Because when you study history, there was no time in history that Ghanaians ever said, now the country is sweet. Is that? It's sweet. See, if you study something, monitor, I'm going to give you a clue, right? Every 23rd, 24th December, watch TV station, Metro, GTV, TV3, they go interview the market women. Oh, last year by this time, people were buying. But this year, so bad. Nobody is buying. Nobody is there. The system is hard. You wait, if they were interviewed this year, they said last year was bad. Now, next year, when they interview them again, they'll say, last year, people were buying. But this year, the thing is bad. So you ask yourself the question that, what are these people who said last year that nobody was buying? So what? They are comparing, like, they always say negative. So that is the system. Since time immemorial, as a country, we've always complained. So the favor you can do for yourself is to what? Constantly improve your capacity. As I said, when you know how to generate money, earning money and generating money are two different things. You understand? Earning money and generating money are two different things. You can be employed by a company. You are earning money. But when you get up and do something yourself, and you are paid for it, you are generating what? Money. So if you are selling, you are generating money. Nobody is paying you for working for them at the end of the month. That one, you do, you earn. If you don't do, you don't get. So that's why many workers are lazy. Because the government company, that's why some are not serious. Month end, all they have to wait is for month to end. Their salary will hit their account. But if they tell them that if this month you don't serve 100 customers, we will pay you half of your salary. You see how people will be serious. Do you get the picture? So always when you go through the process, when you meet your target, know that in order to grow, as you increase the target, automatically you should know that what? You have to do what? Increase your effort. It goes hand in hand. Forget about the economy. The economy never changes. As I use the word that when I began my journey, what motivated me was this airport. Around 6 p.m., from 6 to 10 p.m., the cars you will see in front of departure, you will say, these cars are in Ghana. You see people are complaining about fuel. You find a fuel station that's by the roadside where people frequent. You see the cars, the 4x4s, the big cars coming there to buy salary. So when you psych your mind, how they are surviving, I will also survive. Do you get the picture? So sometimes we'll get to constant self-improvement. Understand? As for those in the other class, they know it's about self-improvement. So if today you are earning, let's say, 1,000, whatever you did to earn 1,000, to earn more, you have to also do what? Improve upon yourself. You can't be at the same place expecting the same results. The process is the same, but the effort is what? Different. So if I sold to 20 customers to make 1,000 cedis profit, if I want to make 5,000 cedis profit, a time will come, the system is hard. So all I have to do is what? Repeat how I sold to 20 customers. I have to repeat the same process to try and sell to many customers until I do what? I meet my target. So with that one, there's no sleep. So once you wake up 6 a.m., you start your day because you are out there to look for your customers. Do you understand? You are out there to look for your customers. So are we okay? Are we okay? We have our first financial targets in mind. We are building the foundation, we are going. They are our first targets in mind. This session has come to an end. We all get the message. Now we start for our main session for the day. 6 figures. Now before we even get there, let's assume maybe everybody has crossed the 6-figure mark or yet to cross. The 6 figures can be in assets in your account or investment or savings. Maybe let's say you own a land and the land is worth maybe 50,000 and you have like 50,000 in your account or you've crossed the 6-figure mark. You understand? Stop looking at your faces. It is possible. You see the paper with you? I think, what did we write there? Do you believe it's possible within 1 year? Do you see, is it possible to achieve 6 figures in 1 year? It's not on it. Hey, let me see the paper you are holding.
Yeah, do you believe it will take you number 8?
How many months or years do you? Yes.
Number 8.
Do we believe it's possible in 1 year? Christian, today you've been very quiet.
Yes, it's possible.
Do we believe that, the goal of the 6 figures I have in mind is for, do you know why I displayed this picture from the beginning of the class? The goal was for somebody in the started version to become like the person in the mirror within the shortest possible time. Maybe 1 year to 2 years. That's the goal. So the goal of the mentorship session, or what I'm praying to God, is anybody who avail themselves, maximum 2 years, you should what? You should move from this person to this person. Maximum 2 years. And we only meet once a month. So that's what? Maximum 24 meetings. So 24 meetings, maximum 2 years, you are done. You to go and inspire others. So those in the high achievers class, we have like 5 sessions more. Then if you are not transformed from here to the person in the mirror, you chose not to what? So from 0 to 6 figures. And everybody in the high achievers class, it has to be a reality. That's where we are getting to. So do we believe it's possible? Oh, no, let's share. Do we? Do we believe? Chatting, how many years would you give yourself? 2 to 3 years. What do you think will let you get there? Determination. What would you use determination for? No, I want us to be practical. What are you going to do that you think 2 years you should meet that 6 figure mark?
What I'm going to do.
Mm-hmm.
So then I have to start thinking outside the box, not rely only on maybe my monthly source of income or something like that. I have to do something extra in addition. Maybe planning to do 2 or 3 maybe side jobs in addition to which I'm planning on doing probably from a month or 2 months.
Okay. So we are getting there. The thing is, as I said from the beginning, the challenge is applying what you know. It's hard for us to apply what we know. But when we apply it, in reality, it works. You understand? In reality, it works. So I did a breakdown of 6 figures. Let's say for those who are working, are we on the same page? So the question is that in a month you are saving how much? 1/10?
Yeah, that's in a
Few weeks. Okay, so you see, you are still in school, right? So that means that in 30 years, you will still be young. Maybe 30 years, you'll be like 40, 45, 50, right? To understand what I'm about to say, if you like, when you meet people who are above 50, talk to some of them and ask them, oh, do you mind if I ask you a question? We are doing a session in the mentorship seminar I'm going for. Can you easily walk into your bank account and give me 100,000 cedis? Some will scream, for where? Or you can even ask your own parents at home. You understand? But the truth is, it's possible. You know, why am I saying this? You know, there are people who are in their old age. Let's say somebody has worked for 10 years now. They can't even boast of 10,000 cedis. They can't even boast of 20,000 cedis. And it's not because money doesn't pass through their hand. It's because they don't know how to handle money and how to generate money. You see, I said that even at your age, if you decide to start saving 300 cedis a month, let's say 278 cedis, is it possible? Are you sure? It's possible. How many years do you think it will take you to get 6 figures? It's there. 30 years. 278 times 360 months. 30 years. So that means by doing nothing, money that you'd have used to buy credit, food, or waste on something, if you discipline yourself to put it away every month for 30 years, by age 30, you can boldly say, I have 6 figures I can dash, or I can easily. This is aside when you start working, you'll be earning a salary, your pension, whatever, all those things. So this is just because of a discipline you chose to do. And bear in mind, you will leave this money in your account for that 30 years. Also, there are things you do. I'm saying that if you choose to every month from today, every month, that no matter what, I will save money. By the time you'll be age 50, you'll be rich. Just by doing nothing. You see, it sounds easy. The question is, you start asking yourself, 300 cedis. I spend more than that on silly things in a month. But in 30 years, if you chose to start saving today, is it a sad part? That 30 years will come and meet you. But the question is, will it meet you broke or rich? And I use the word that I have people who have worked for 20 years and they don't even have 5,000 cedis sitting in their account. They've worked for 20 years. They don't have 5,000 in their account. Don't think it's a joke. This is the truth, the reality. I've been there myself. When I told you when I set my first financial target, it's not as if I wasn't earning or making more than 5,000 cedis. I was. But the question is, I never had that money. Until I sat down and realized that the issue why I was always broke was because I wasn't saving and investing. I wasn't doing that. Do you get the picture? Because I didn't make it a target. And when you don't set financial goals, money will teach you what to do with it. And it will teach you to abuse it. Because there's always going to be a need. You hear people saying that, it's as if my children know they pay me this day of the month. As soon as the month ends, his shoe is not good, the bag, problems. No, money will teach you what to do with it. And it will always open your eyes to see things to do with it. But when you set goals, now your eyes will only see the goals.
Thank you so much. I wanted to ask a question, and your statement gave the answer in a way that I want to share. Actually, after reading The Richest Man in Babylon and started my savings, I realized that lack and want has seriously come down in my life. When I was not doing it, even though you are paid well, but every time it's like there is lack. But once you have the goal, the lack will just vanish on its own. That's what Coach is saying, that there will be needs. The money will teach you what to use it for. But if you have a target, it will reduce. Now, I asked a question, Edna, who said I should ask you when you come. How to save 10 cedi out of, 10 cedi out of 100 cedi and 1 cedi out of 10 cedi. What I mean is, if the money is huge, you can put it on your bank account. But if it's not huge, how do you handle it?
The question again.
Okay, how do you, in saving, if the money is a bit higher, you can put it on your account or whatever fixed account. But if it is not huge, you can't send, for example, 10 cedi to be put on your bank account, or 20 cedi out of 200 that come to your hand. But if you put it on Momo, you may likely use it.
You see, I get your point. You see, Edna said something. She said her husband did a metal susu box, blah, 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 blah. Do you know why the metal says you were taking it in badges? The first session, we spoke about self-discipline. If you don't have self-discipline, there's nothing you can do. You understand? If you're even hiding the money somewhere, you go and take it. But self-discipline will teach you how to handle things. So let's say, for instance, you don't want to go to the bank every month with 200 cedis. See, forget. You see the people you see in the banking hall. Some are even struggling than you. So you think you will feel shy going there and saying, I want to deposit 200 cedis. Hey, we've all been there. Until you start talking to bankers, the person even taking the money, some of them can, they even need 100 cedis for the week. They don't have it. So forget. But what you can, what we call standing order. You can go to the same bank and say, I want to open another account. You understand? By this account, every month, or maybe I'm opening a different account with a different bank. I want to fill a standing order form. Every month, transfer 200 cedis on this day to this account. So when you fill it, so let's say those who do these life policies, they always give you a form to fill. It's a standing order form. So when they take it to your bank, they are telling your bank that every month on this date, transfer 200 cedis to this person, to our account. And once the bank sees that you signed a standing order, whoever brings it, they'll transfer the money. So if you can transfer 200 cedis into life policies, you'll go to the bank and say, okay, let's say maybe you have a bank at EcoBank. You can go to Access Bank and open a different account. That account, don't even take ATM card. Don't take anything. Just alert on receiving that money is going. So every month, when you go and fill the form at EcoBank. That's all. You can say that on 20, maybe you earn salary on 25th of every month. So you can do it that the first of every month or 30th of every month, they should transfer these 200 cedis to this account. Once you sign it, that's all. Every month, automatically, they will do what? They would send it to that account. Every month. You see, the reason why it's difficult for us to do is because we see that small. And people will say, oh, this money, when? When on earth can this money, 200 cedis every month? When will this money make me rich? But we've all heard a saying that little drops of water makes a mighty ocean. It's those little drops you take for granted that makes you rich. The little drops. that you take for granted. That is what makes you rich over a period of time. It's not how much you earn. It's the little drops you gather. So don't joke with coins. Don't joke with those little drops. Save it. Forget about people who say, no matter how little it is, the goal is to make sure you are saving. You think 5 years will not come? 5 years will come. But the question is, will it meet you comfortable or distressed? Do you want to be the people that have worked for 10 years and cannot even boast of 2,000 cedis? And they have to always go and call and borrow? It's because they ignored the little drops. When you take the little drops seriously, in 2, 5, 10 years from now, it becomes a mighty ocean that you can fall on. If you are saving even 300 cedis every month, in 5, 10 years, do you know how much that one will be? And I can assure you that, talk to people who have worked for 15 years. You will find out some of them don't even have land. They have nothing to show for what they've worked for. And even when you ask them that you want 10,000 cedis, they will tell you they don't even have. But if you ask them that, oh, tell me about some of your expenses, they will say, oh, normally Friday night I go to the pub, or I go to this spot to hang out with friends. I spend about 50 or 100 cedis. So in a month, every Friday I spend like, between Friday and Saturday, I spend like 200 cedis. When you tell them, do you know if you can put away that 200 every month and in 20 years you'll be rich? They'll say, oh, must I forget? Because they lack the self-discipline to put 200 cedis away. But they can easily spend it. And we all do. You see people who have worked for 20 years and they don't even have anything to show for it. Life is about being strategic and intentional about your choices. The little drops you think amounts to nothing, take it serious. The goal is to make sure every month you are saving something. Every month you are saving. You don't worry about it. Every month just be saving. When it gets to a point, you can invest, whatever, just be saving. Be saving. No matter how little it is, be saving. In 20 years, you look back and say, whoa, I never knew I could have this amount today. And those 20 years, it will come. It will show up. You will meet it. But the question is, how is it going to meet you? Is it going to meet you broke or meet you wealthy? That's how come we have so many people who are who've worked for 20, 30 years today and they say they are still broke. They have no foundation. But when you know the essence of saving, you won't joke with it. Every month, just put it somewhere. And you'll be amazed that what you spend in a month on silly things is more than what you save. When you start being intentional about what you spend. Oh, maybe you bought food 50 cedis or 20 cedis every day. But you realize, oh, that one that is food. How much with this little? I want big money. I want to earn big money. When I start earning 20,000, 15,000, then I can be saving 3,000 every month. What they don't know is that you will get to the point you will earn that 15,000. If you don't know how to save if you don't know how to save out of earning 1,000, when you start earning big money, you will still not know how to save, because the more you earn, the more your needs change. And every day, things are changing around us. Things are changing around us. 10 years ago, if you were earning 2,000 cedis a month as salary, that's a lot of money. But today, earning 2,000 cedis is nothing. And such is life. So, take the little drops very seriously. Every month, save something. No matter how little it is, just save. No matter how little it is, just save. You know, it's rather unfortunate our city keeps depreciating. So sometimes I tell people, okay, if you like, after every year, you can convert your savings to Forex. After every 1 year, you convert it. And this is money you are just putting away for the future. This money you're just putting away for the future. So you realize if you are 30 years old today, you tell yourself, so that means if every month I put away 300 cedis, in 30 years, I can easily have 6 figures lying down. And if you convert it to Forex like every year you're doing, by that 30 years, you should have multiplied to what? $10,000 10 years ago would have given you 30,000 cedis. I think 10 years ago, dollar was around 2 point something. So it would have given you about 20,000, but $10,000 today will give you about 145,000 cedis. You see the difference? You think that 10 years will never come? It will come. It will meet you. 10 years from now, we will meet each other. And you'll be disappointed in yourself knowing that if you were saving, the goal is that, okay, in 5 years from now, I don't want to ever pick up a phone and call somebody that borrow me 1,000 or 2,000 cedis for emergency. Not me. So you start. So somebody who can save 420 cedis every month, just through savings in 20 years, you would have met your what? 6 figures. And if you can save, for those who are earning, if you can save 835 cedis for 10 years, you would have made your what? 6 figures as saving. This is savings 6 figures. So we're not talking about we're not even got it to earning it. We're talking about saving it. Just at your savings account. I say that if you think it's nothing, you go around today and talk to people who've worked for 10 years, 15 years, and ask them, do they have 100,000 cedis like that in their account? They'll tell you for where. But if they should go back to time and you should ask them that, do you spend more than 420 cedis? That one there, it's not like my 1 week feeding lunch money. Then you can tell the person that if you were saving that money, you started working 20 years ago, today you could have easily walked to the bank and signed check for 6 figures, 100,000. Or you can even go and say you have 10,000, take it small. But it's because, no. You thought somebody has owned a car for 10 years now. He will tell you, in a month I buy for like 800, 900 cedis. Then you say, whoa, so that means that if you were saving in 10 years today, but today, they will call you asking that, please borrow me 2,000 cedis. Please borrow me 1,000. How can you work for 10 years and call somebody to borrow you money? That is what drove me to do what? Embark on savings. Because I was like, why do I have to ask someone for money? If I have to ask someone for money, it should be money to do business. But not 4,000, 5,000, 3,000. So that's what pushed me to set my first financial goal. I was like, no. There's no honor in calling people to borrow money from them. If you call people, call to talk about raise money for business. So you can tell yourself that if you've been calling people, maybe borrow, it's normal. We all have a what? Foundation where we start from. But tell yourself, 2 years from now or 1 year from now, never should I do what? Pick a phone to do what? Call someone. Unless it's a serious emergency where life happens to all of us. Where you can deplete all your what? Savings. And then you are stuck. So you have to be what? Intentional. And you'll be amazed that even the data you buy on your phone, when you look at this chart, you'll be amazed that 300 cedis a month for 30 years. If you let's do the 420 for 20 years, the ladies, you spend more money on your hair than you save. Do you understand? So by looking at the chart, you answer yourself in your head, how long do you think it take you to get to 6 figures? As for the student, I'll put you in the 30 years category. Do we get it? So you see, you can come on pension as a millionaire. Or by just saving coins. And as we are speaking today, trust me, in 10 years from now, 20 years from now, people will be going for pension and they will have nothing in their account. I know you have to buy land, build a house, but the focus on this is, these are monies we waste more than this in a month on useless things. Do you get a picture? We end up wasting so much in a month on useless things that if we chose to put it in a savings, then we know our future is what? Secured. These are coins we waste more. Today, students are buying data, going for chilling, eating, blah, blah, blah. And please, don't go and put this money in a life policy. You understand? This, so far, all my teachings, if you never heard me talking about life policies, there's a reason why. If you want to know, I'll tell you later. Save your money where if you need it tomorrow for an emergency, you can get it. It's not when you need for emergency, you go, they tell you to cancel, you need 3 months. When you cancel, you will lose 30%. I started doing life policies when I had crossed my financial goals. So that one, I don't even know the policies I've done. Because a friend will come, they will convince you, you sign the form. Every month, you don't even know. It's just like I called one of them. Because I know I signed about 8 years ago, they've been deducting me. I was like, hey, so you put my money, how far? He said, do you have a policy with us? I was like, every month you deduct me. He said, oh, please, can you come to our office? I said, come where? Luckily, that the guy who signed me up, he still works there. I was like, you don't know that you signed? He said, I know I signed you up. I thought you were not paying. I said, I was not paying. They've been deducting me. He said, oh, we don't have you in our system. I was like, oh, I have my bank statements there. You've been deducting me every month for the past 8 years. Don't worry. I'll pay you a visit one day. But the truth is, when they take it or not, I'm not bothered. Because I said what? I started signing up for those things when I had crossed my financial goals. And secondly, I spend more than that on whatever I've signed up for life policies. I spend more than that on maybe food or other necessary stuff in a month. So the question is, it's a gamble. If in 10 years from now, it's there, it's free money. If it's not there, I won't be bothered. But now as a beginner, when I hear beginner, I feel sad for them. As As a beginner, every month, there was one person that was doing 400 cedis every month. I told the person, you've been doing this for how many? He said, like 3 years now. And you're here asking me for money. I asked the person, 3 years, right? 3 years from now, no. That's 36 months. I was like, okay, 400 cedis times 36. That'll be what? Like 14,400. And I was like, if you had saved well, you can walk into your bank account today and you can boldly tell yourself that I will never borrow 2,000 because I have 14,000 cedis. But today, as we speak, you don't have. But you have it with a policy company. You understand? Your savings will get there. Your savings is what you invest to become rich. So if you can give it to a policy company that will tell you that in 10 years. It's a good thing to do. I'm not saying it's bad. But all I'm saying is, as a beginner, focus on building your emergency fund. Do we get it? These are monies we waste. Even some of you, every month, your uncle dash you money. You look at somebody, your uncle can be dashing you money every month. You can choose to put that money away in what? Savings. It's difficult, trust me. This little money is difficult, but do you know where it becomes sweet? When one day you realize, I have 5,000. And at a point when your colleagues don't even have 2,000, then you'll be like, whoa, let me do more. When I met my first financial target of 5,000 cedis, I was so happy. Do you know why? Because now I could boldly say, never do I have to call someone to borrow me 2,000 cedis or 3,000 because I have it sitting in my account. And that money led me to my first major deal. I had to do a deal, and I was like, I had the money that I went to withdraw it. And when I did it, I had times 2. Do you get it? I had times 2. So the question was, if I didn't have 5,000 in my account, and the deal came up, I can't do it. That's why I always advise, as a beginner, you save in a way that should you need it, you can always do what? Fall on it. But these life policies, you are now going, a friend went last week, they told her to come back in 4 months' time. 4 months' time. I was like, so if it's an emergency, and there's nothing we can do, please come in 4 months' time. So this is just on saving. So let's take it serious. When we save, it's possible. So that money you used to pick Uber for your girlfriend every week. Every week Uber, 100 cedis, 200, 150, 50, 100. In a month, I people spend like 800, 700 cedis to pick Uber for their girlfriend. And in 3 years' time, if the girl meets a rich man and go and marry, you say God will punish you. God is not punishing anyone. Your stupidity is punishing you. Do we get it?
Yes, sir.
Let's take saving seriously. You can just, and to believe it, as I said, just talk to grown-ups, elderly people you meet, to find out if they can even work. Apart, we have those who are rich, talk to normal elderly people, they will tell you, hey, 50,000 cedis. My whole life, I've never seen that money before. But you can see it. As I said, if after every year, every 2 you convert it to a foreign currency or you invest it into something else, in that 20 years, you can get what? Times 2 of it. You can save and after 5 years, go and buy a land at a far place. Land keeps appreciating. So, just have it in mind. If you want to earn your sales figures in retirement. Look at your age, and then you know it is possible. Even if you start today, and you are 60 years and you never meet it, and you meet half of it, it's better than what? Not starting. It's better. So looking at this, you realize it's very easy. Now, on this side, we have the entrepreneur or business owner. That is where we want to focus on. If you do business, you can easily make this in 1 year. You can easily. So now, we're talking about the fact that, okay, maybe in 10 years, 835 cedis, if you're saving. Now the question is, just ask yourself, what can I do and every month make 835 cedis, 900 cedis? What can I do? What can I do? What can I do? What can I do? Are we thinking of it? Now, I want us to focus on how anybody at all can make 6 figures as a beginner. How anybody at all. Why did I write there? Get a source of what? Income. See, money is money. I didn't say get a job. I said do what? Get a source of income. And the next point is what? Don't make excuses. Go out there and do something. Let's look at some informal jobs you can do. Selling of what? Hausa cocoa, kelewele, sobolo, doing carpentry, mason, whatever. I want everybody to name any informal jobs they know. We are all going to talk. Starting from first row. Any informal job. Washing clothes. Selling wache. Shop assistant. Okay. Shoe shine. Mr. Muzu.
Selling of Romeo and
Okay. Tim. In fact, we are going next.
Laundry business.
Laundry. Okay.
Yeah, selling of food stuffs in bulk pages.
Okay. Selling water. Selling charcoal. Okay. Labor. Okay. Selling clothes. Madam. Any job, anything. Oh, please sit down.
I would like to thank you so much. Just recently, a friend in Dubai.
Okay.
Focus.
Okay. Richmond, any informal job, anything.
Selling water, selling ice cream.
Okay. Now, do you know what we just did? They wanted to share ideas. Do you know why? Because we have no excuse. When you don't have money, or when you want to meet your financial goals, you get out there to do anything you can do to get it. But the question is, are we willing to do it? The informal jobs we mentioned, are we willing to do it? Good. You said washing clothes. Are you willing to get up tomorrow and say, I'm going around my community to talk to people that I can be washing for them? What she will say is difficult. It's tiring, it's hard. But the focus is, that's how we spoke about the foundation, psyching your mind. How can you not have money and be talking about it's difficult? But is poverty easy? Is poverty fun? So get out there. So with the high achievers session, what the assignment we're going to do is everybody will do something. You understand? Everybody will do what? Will do something. What can we get out there to do? Or what are you willing to go out there to do? You know, in school, we are taught to finish school, study hard, pass exams and do what? Go and look for a job. But we are not taught how to solve problems. But in the real world, to make money is about what? Solving problems. What are you willing to do? That's a question only you can answer. What are you willing to do? If you truly want to make money, what are you willing to do? Don't get comfortable with your life. Oh. At this very moment, what are you willing to do? Let's ask yourself, what are you willing to do? Me, at a point, I was willing to do anything. No. Driver, taxi driver, trotro. As of now, I'm willing to do so many things. The only thing is, if the time I'm using and the income coming from it, I realize I can make more from a different place, then I won't do it. By the beginner's level, anywhere I'm there. So if you don't have 5,000 in your account, the question is, what are you willing to start doing today so that what you generate an income? What are you willing to do? No one is too young for business. So those on campus, there are people who sell on. There are people who started business on campus. But the thing is, people will tell you, "Oh, this is above me." The reason people say there are no jobs is because there are no jobs to their taste. But to make money, as I had a foundation, I said, you have to do what? Psych your mind. You understand? You have to psych your mind. If you don't psych your mind, you won't make it. To make money is not easy. And the things you have to go through. If anyone told you making money is easy, it's a lie. It only gets easy and better with more money. That's the truth. It gets easier and better with more money. It's not with time. Time does nothing. Time only reveals the results of your decisions today. So those who say, oh, with time, everything will be fine. With time, everything will get better. Oh, with time, I'll go make up. With time, I'll be rich. Yeah, stop joking. Time does nothing. Time only reveals the decisions we take, the consequences of the results of our decisions we do what? We take today. That's all time does. So if you do nothing today, time will reveal nothing. It's like going to a farm. You plant nothing on the field, and then you say with time you are expecting fruit. What will time do? If you go to this field today and go and drop any seed and you leave nothing, you don't prepare the ground. When you come back in 10 years, time will only reveal plain field to you. So time reveals the results of our decisions we take today. So stop saying with time, it go better. with time, I go make them. How will you make it with time? It's by what you do with the time. So what are you willing to do with your time? What are you willing to do with your time? So that's how come, you see, we'll go back to this picture. Embarrassment is the cost of what? Entry. If you aren't willing to look like a foolish beginner, you will never become what? A graceful what? Master. If you are not ready to forget about embarrassment, so what are we willing to do today to start doing? What are we willing to do? What menial job do you think we can do? And now we're talking about money. We want to see results.
There was this woman that I was doing some documentations for. She's into this cashew and so I thought that all that she did, because with the documentation I was seeing with her, it's like, how can this woman be in such a village and making such money? So upon talking to her, I realized that it's not that alone she does. If cashew goes down, she said she comes to supply charcoal. Sometimes she comes to supply gari. Sometimes she comes to supply. It got me thinking with what you were teaching. That means that though we need to have multiple streams of income, but we need to also navigate wherever there is money. We just have to go in.
Go in. At the beginner's level, as I said, that's like I brought that picture up, the embarrassment. At the beginner's level, wherever there's money, you go there. So long as you have the time. So if you are able to sleep out, if you are free, let's say from Thursday to Sunday, you are free, and all you do is sitting at home waiting for a better job, then you are not serious. Go out there and do something. The neighborhood, you can even go and knock door to door. Please, I wash cars. So I want to ask if I can be washing your car every morning for you, or twice. How many times in a week do you want me to wash? Or each washing, how much do you take? I'll take 20 cedis or 30 cedis. Imagine in a week you wash 10 cars, and one is 20 cedis. How much is that? How much? 200. So in a month, how much? So let's say if 30 cars in a month, you're looking at 600 cedis. So would you choose sleeping at home or going to do something and getting 600? Which one would you choose? At a beginner's level, you don't joke with money. So long as you get money, you go out there. But the thing is, are we willing to do it? So I guess some people say there are no jobs. There are so many opportunities around you. Like I gave the scenario, your community. Door to door. You will knock, some will mind you, some will not mind you. But what you don't know is that there may be someone in that community who even needs that service. The person will be like, finally, thank God, I found somebody who will be washing my car for me every morning, 3 times a week. At least in a month, if I give the person 200 cedis, I know every morning the person will do what? Now, I don't have to bother about waking up to wash the car, clean it, or go to washing before. I have somebody who comes to do it right for me in the house. Somebody will be happy that, oh, right now, how somebody will kind of be doing my gardening for me. How much? 30 cedis. Oh, I will pay. But are you willing to go out there and look for it? So the goal is, what are you willing to go out there and start doing today? By Monday, you psych your mind that I'm going out there to look for these opportunities. Which one? If you go to work, maybe Monday to Friday, office hours, you are doing some job, fine. What about Saturdays and Sundays? And I don't know how much the washers are taking, those who wash. Some are taking 50, 100 Ghana, 120. And do you know what they do? They have like 5, 6 customers. So they go there once a week. So that means in a week, how much? 600. In a month, is that not 2,400? So, no, those who come to home to wash for people, some are taking 120 cedis now, 100 cedis in a week, every week. So, and some they have customers, so they will tell you, okay, I can come to your place on Monday. Okay, yours Tuesdays, yours Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. They have people who have booked them Monday to what? Sunday. They come early in the morning by 6, they start by 3 o'clock, they are gone. And you know, anybody working, let's say in the formal sector, like a bank or something, they'll be like, 50 cedis a week. Nah, at least the person will do my washing for me. But in a month, 2,000 cedis, free money. Corporate work, you are doing NAPCO, 700 cedis a month. Do you get a picture?
Yes.
So to earn money, there's no excuse. Oh. Unless poverty, you're okay with poverty. But if you are fed up, and you are fed up of suffering now, if going out there to do many small jobs and you get money, you do what? You do it. So I wonder why people choose to beg for money than to what? Work. There are also cocoa sellers who are making even 5,000 cedis a month. People are selling wachi. You know, to make money, you have to be aggressive. You cannot have one source of income. You need multiple. With time, when you learn the act of making money and you master it, you will start seeing results from what? Different angles. So what jobs are we going to do so that we start making money? Or we start growing our income? Should we go line by line? So that if you are not saving, you have no excuse. Even people's garden.
It doesn't have to be physical, because maybe some of us, when it comes to physical, it's going to be another, maybe you have to be another fit.
That's how come there's so many. We give examples: selling eggs, selling fufu, selling whatever, selling local drinks. Look around you, community, whatever. Whatever you think you can do.
I also know how to prepare Tom Brown, so when it comes to I can prepare my Tom Brown.
So good. So why are you not doing it? You can even decide to do Saturday Tom Brown special.
I used to do that, the stuff are now expensive, highly expensive. If I'm taking it around, I won't get anything. That's why I want to register it and then start taking it to places where they can afford.
But fine. The ingredients are not expensive, but it just means you are targeting the wrong customers. You start looking for the right. To every business, there are the right customers.
Yeah, I went to those places and they advised me to register it and then label it.
Oh.
I do a good package, but
Don't
I
worry.
don't have the.
You see, when one says no, keep going. You will find your right customers. You understand? How do we call it? Keep going. As a beginner, there's no time for registering, blah, blah. Do you know how the process of going to Food and Drugs Authority? Do you know how stressful the nature is? Look at Tom Brown to you. You understand? We are not the label born one. Is that? Uh-huh. You understand? As I said, you have to psych your mind. It's not going to be easy. Do you understand? It's not going to be easy, but that is where the hard work comes in. Anything to repel poverty. But the good thing is that in that process of hard work, I don't like to use this word luck. There's something like luck. It's the grace of God. In the process, grace will locate you. The how, you will never know. But in the process, grace will locate you. If I tell you I knew how I made it or everything I became, it's a lie. The only thing I know I can tell you is I kept going. There was no stopping for me. I kept going. That's how it works. Keep going. You won't know the how, but keep going. If the door will not open, keep knocking. One day, a door will open. Yours is to keep going. Yours is to master the process. In the process, you will gain new experiences. You will meet new people. You will experience new things. You will have new ideas. It's in the process that new opportunities come up. You realize, oh, all these customers I've been talking to and I take Tom Brown to them now. What if I stop the Tom Brown and I start taking maybe bed sheet to them? Or I start taking this further to them. They may buy it too. So you see one person, a person is coming, when a person comes to you, good afternoon, sir. Please, I have Tom Brown. Oh, but I have bed sheet. I have handkerchief. I have this. Won't you buy any? You have all of this. You understand? Just keep going. The beginning is not going to be easy. As I said, the earlier picture I showed of success, what did we said what? The first step is always the hardest. If it was to be easy, everybody would be doing it. If it was to be easy, everybody would be doing it. And God works in a nice way. He will never show you the future. So you keep going. Sometimes got the painful part is all the struggle, that wasn't your future. The future was elsewhere. But the process, you need it. You see, after the first step, the rest becomes what? Easy. You just have to be smart. Learn, like how you are reading. That's how you are reading the books. So as you are reading each book, you learn new ideas, new better way of doing things. So you don't have an excuse. I feel sad when I see people that they don't have money, but they are there waiting. Some people be complaining about their job bitterly. The question is, what else are you doing with your time? What else? So the goal is, what are you willing to do? You have it on your paper. We are going to use that paper. Yeah.
I'd like to share something about my beginning journey.
Okay.
So in level 200, I wanted to prepare English. That was it. But then I didn't have a hostel. So the lady I was with, she's so much of a prescribed person. She said, oh, she's afraid. So I had to quit that one. And realized there are a lot of things I had to buy for my Indomie business. But then why don't I sit and do something that will require very little amount to start? So at home I prayed for my siblings. I began with that, and one man has been giving my stats all the time. He said, oh, Diane, you have to be grading. Why don't you continue? I was like, okay. So right after that meeting, I got to my room. That was level 300. I got to my room, told my roomies that, oh, roomies, I braid hair. With as low as 15 cedis, you can get your hair twisted. Cornrow is 10 cedis. And everyone was like, oh, okay, that's fine. So the next day, I got them braiding their hair for me. And I braided it at a corridor. So anyone passing, oh, this is so nice. Wow, so you braided and you never told us. I even didn't know I had a skill of braiding until I took the step. And through that, I realized it was moving faster. So I need to get publicity. So it was then that I began using my phone for content creation. I remember last month I said I'm into content creation, graphic designing. So through publicity, I had to do it myself because I relied on one person. She's always busy. So I was like, well, I have pictures of the things I do. Why don't I create the graphic myself? So I went, got a template, and then inserted everything, and it was fine. I was home when I think I was on vacation, and one client said, oh, she wants me to braid her hair for her, so I had to come from home, Kaswa, to Atomic to braid the person's hair for her. So I realized through taking the step, I could learn something through it. Marketing was there, content creation in the marketing, graphic designing in the marketing and everything. And though right after her place, my phone was stolen in car, like I still have the exposure and that's fine. And I believe taking the step, sometimes if you don't have the resources in what you want to do, you can still follow passion or something that you require just a very little something to start.
Great. You understand? So what I want us to do is, I just want all of us to fix a financial goal. Do you get it? Fix a financial goal. And then the next thing is what you have to do to get it. Once you fix the goal, the path, any path that leads there, you go. Any legal path, no shortcuts. No, it's something we are all doing. Yes. Fix your own financial goal.
Yes, sir. So when we started this guys, you made mention, you said get a source of income, not a job. I don't know if you can throw more light. Is it that if the job pattern moves?
You see, when you say get a job, people tend to become lazy and make excuse. Because once they are not getting a job, nothing. But income is income. It can be from job, it can be from business, it can be from what? Anything. So that's why I said, get a source of what? Income. As a beginner, we are focusing on somebody who is, I'm assuming that we are all home. No income. 0. That's my mindset, I'm assuming. That how can somebody from 0 rise to the top? This is what we are tackling. So get an income. Money is what? Money. If you are lucky enough to get a job, hooray. But if you don't get a job, it's not an excuse. That's like we said, don't make an excuse. Go out there and do something. And we listed some informal jobs. So let's say she's in school, though she's not completed, but she's braiding. No matter how the little money she's making from it, when she continues, by the time she's done in school, she'll be learning the act of making money. So everywhere she goes, you start looking out for what? Opportunities. Do you understand? My financial goals are what led me to venture into different types of business. Because I realized one job wouldn't bring me that money. So if you set your financial goal, we are setting goals that we are achieving it before December. And whatever it takes to get there, we are going through the process. So if I see Esinam selling Banku tomorrow, I know that she will tell somebody that I have a financial goal I have to meet. So I have to sell this. The person will be like, now this selling you are selling to, what is the purpose? I have a financial goal. If it's charcoal you have to sell, and you think there's an opportunity for charcoal in your community, you do it. Because what? You believe it will help you do what? Meet your financial goal that will do what? Lead to what? Financial freedom. And the good thing about being educated or getting mentorship is that whatever you do from the beginning, you learn to graduate. So if you are selling Kelewele today, into a year or two from now, you no longer have to sell Kelewele. You may even be the owner of Kelewele joints, employing people to do it for you. As like I said earlier, I made an example that if you find me at the washing bay, I can assure you that in 6 months, when you come back, you see me as the head supervisor. Maximum in 1 or 1.5 years, owner. Because of what? The mindset. So if I was starting from zero with nothing, and I wake up today, and if you see washing bay I get, I can go there and say, Peter, I want to wash car. If they give me the chance, trust me, because of what I know, maximum 6 months, I'll be the supervisor. Maximum 1.5 years, I should own my own washing bay. It's because of what? Things I've learned through the process. So if you set a financial goal of, let's say, 5,000, and you are working, your salary is maybe 800. In a month, you're only able to save 200 cedis. Then the question then becomes, what can I do to meet this financial goal by December? What can I do? At that point, the ideas will start flowing. Should I go and buy things from Katamanto and sell to my office people and make 50 cedis profit? The idea will come to you, your own idea. That one you have to do what? Decide. Should I go and wash? Should I go and braid hair? Should I go out there and talk to parents and tell them that, oh, please, I braid hair and I can come home to braid for your children weekends? Should I do that? So if I go to church on Sundays now, should I talk to all the mothers and tell them, please, I braid hair? You'll be surprised somebody will tell you, thank God, at least I know if she comes, if I give her 100 cedis, she's a young girl. If she picks 30 cedis, 70 cedis she'll pocket, because as she's coming to the house, I'll give her food. You'll be surprised that a mother will be happy, because every weekend, Saturday, driving the kids to salon to go and braid, it's not an easy job for her. And to book for home service too, they may charge double. So knowing that somebody comes and does it well, she will do what? She will take it. Do you understand? I don't think you even try to talk to people.
I spoke to one, it's a new area, so I spoke to one lady who is very popular in the area that I do it, so she should tell people. But then I'll do it myself.
Good. So because you have financial target to meet, you go around house to house. Please, I'm into braiding. I braid hair for kids and adults. If I can come to your home, please my number. Should you ever need me? If you knock at the door and they say, get out of here, you go to the next door. If you knock the gate, they don't open you, you come back tomorrow, you knock again, try. You knock every gate, can I talk to madam? Some gates, they are security men there, they are rude, they will not even allow you. Some gates, they are security men there, they are rude, they will not even allow you. Some gates, they are security men there, they are rude, they will not even allow you. Some gates, they are security men there, they are rude, they will not even allow you. Some gates, they are security men there, they are rude, they will not even allow you. Some gates, they are security men there, they will not even allow you. And one day you see the madam, you go, oh madam, sorry, please, I'm trying to talk to you. Yours is you don't stop. You lose nothing by trying. You go to church, you talk to people. You talk to people. A time will come, you'll be so busy that people will now be begging you. Are we getting it? So what are we willing to do? What you write on your paper, I will chase you up with it too. If you want to think about it, no problem. You can see there, what jobs are you willing to do and what jobs you will never do. Do you want to present it today or want to present another time? Is that? No, because we are going to use it. If that's your financial goal, then that means you have to. So that by the time we have 6, from now to December, we have only 6 sessions left. You can say, oh, it was what? It was worth it. So, your financial target. Tim, anything comes to mind?
I'm thinking of long term, but still with my option.
No, this time around, we are setting financial goals and we are achieving it. As I said, whatever the goal you set, it will force you to determine the path. Mr. Muzi, what would you be willing to do? Yeah. You want to raise maybe 10,000, maybe you feel like you've never seen 10,000 in your bank account before. From now to December, you want to be bold to say, oh, I have 10,000 cedis lying down in my account that I can do what? I can use later on. The other question is that means that from now to December, you know you have to raise 10,000 cedis. So what do you do? Do you know why I'm saying these things? You know, the goal is that by the time we are done with the sessions, let's say if you are here throughout for like maybe all the sessions, you should never have financial problems. You should never have financial problems. That is the goal. Trying to create financial freedom. And financial freedom, to create it, you do as a gradual step. So what are you going to do? Let me share my story with you so that we get a picture. Your pockets and your situation determines what you are willing to do. I realized, after saving, still I wasn't having enough, and I realized that, oh, okay, what do I do? So one day I was like, I thought, and I was like, what can I do? I realized, oh, I can do ticketing. Buy tickets for people. And I started posting. Somebody will call, someone will call, posting. I didn't even take it so serious. But out of nowhere, jobs started coming. And it got to a point that even made me more money than my main job. You see, it made me more money than what? My main work that I was depending on was fetching me. Something that just came out of the blue. If I did not set financial goal, I wouldn't have been able to say, I'm going to do that. So having a financial goal pushes you to do what? Come up with new ideas. You see people with no financial goals, so they can sit down and watch Game of Thrones morning to evening, every day. You are not serious. They're rich, they don't sleep. Anywhere there's money, they are following. They are never okay. To make money, you have to always chase money. So when you hear, oh, this person is doing this business, he's doing this business, he's doing this, you'll be like, hey, one person. To become rich is easy. To stay rich is difficult. So this session, I really want us to take it very serious. Look at the informal things you think you can do. If it is teaching, that means, what can I do? How do I get more people to teach? If it is selling, what can I sell? So that by December, you can boldly say, oh, right now, I'm no longer having money problems. Your goals can force you to even make calls you don't have to do. Like, the name again? Ejewa. Like I was telling Ejewa, go around the whole community. But if Ejewa's financial goal is to make 200 cedis a month, once she goes to 3 customers and they pay her that, she will do what? She will sleep. And that's the difference between the rich and the poor. The poor have no goal. Theirs is anything that comes, they will take it. But the rich, they determine what they want. Me, I want to have $10 million. So he goes out there to look for business that can do what? Fetch him $10 million. I want to buy a Range Rover. So he goes out there to look for what? Business that can do what? Fetch him. And that's one thing I do a lot. If I need money, if I set a new financial goal, all I ask myself is, what can I do to get this money? What can I do? What can I do? What can I do? So like, let's say maybe I want to make 20,000 cedis by July ending. So the question is, I have to sell to 50 people and make maybe profit of, is it 100 or 50 cedis, whatever, so that I get 5,000 or 10,000 cedis. All I do is now to look for 50 customers. I can go to an office, talk to a friend, post on my DM, anything, call people, anyhow. By the time you see, the people will buy, I get what? My money. Later we'll get to investment. Once you have the money, I know what? How to invest to do what? Bring more. So what are you willing to do? It's like one-on-one. Chat, what are you willing to do?
Initially, I used to help someone with plumbing jobs. But it's like the market is a little bit down now, so I'm kind of staying out of it for now. But there are promises that are coming, so I think I'll go back to that as a side job.
Okay. So you go back to it. Plumbing. When?
Someone next week.
Do you know how to do the plumbing works?
The basic ones I can.
So you see, it's a good what? It's a good idea. That's why he feels he has interest. And trust me, you'll be surprised somebody will call you and give you a job. You understand? So all you have to do is when you develop it, blah, 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 now you do your flyer. You start posting on your social media pages, telling friends, need a plumber, call me. Need a plumber, call me. You'll be surprised somebody will call you, shouting, can you come and check this for me? If you're not professional yourself yet, you can go with the person who is the professional to follow you. When you go and you do it and it's even 50 cities, 100 cities you get, you take it. Are we getting the picture? You should not be idle. In fact, let me put it this way. You should always be selling something, no matter your profession. That's the easiest way to put it. You should always be selling something. If you want to be financially free, you should always be selling something. Always. Always be selling something. At no point in time should you ever stop selling. If you want to be financially free, you should always be selling something. It can be a product, it can be a service. If Tim says, I'm teaching how to build a website, he's selling. But what is he selling? He's selling what? A service. So the question is, what are you selling? If you should ask me right now, I'll tell you I sell tickets, I sell gadgets, I sell phones, I sell... Those who know me, they know. I sell so many things. Cars, whatever. Even this morning I was there and I said I'm going to start building houses. Ask me how. I don't know the how. But you see me start posting. Do you want to build your dream home? Call us. And I know people who know how to build. Partner them. No, you see. And other he's saying, one person will by all means end up calling and say, oh, Francis, I heard you're into building. Okay, can you help me supervise or build my house for me? And that's how I do for many things. You know, there's a place for passion. When you are chasing money, you forget about passion. You follow where the money is. See, take advantage of social media. No matter what you can do, don't wait to be an expert. Market it. You lose nothing. Social media, Facebook, do you pay to post? The data you used to go and watch and laugh, use it to advertise yourself. Like Charlton said, plumbing. See, if you have followed a plumber before, right, that little knowledge you have, you can use it, you can market it. You can even start watching plumbing videos to learn more things. So that when somebody calls you, you can know how to talk. Hey, just start posting on your DM, your WhatsApp, your Facebook, Snapchat. Just start posting. You don't lose anything. But it's better to keep posting it than to leave your Facebook, social media, blank. When you start, I see the foundation, we say something that focus on growth than friends. Somebody will laugh and say, hey, now they say, is it plumbing? Hey, forget. You go and see somewhere that maybe selling of books or something is moving. You design it. Right now, there are so many free AI. There are so many things you can do yourself on design. Simple, forget. Do you need a book? Call me, your supplier. A friend once asked me, so Francis, what on earth won't you do? Because almost every business, he saw me posting it on my DM. There is something I call, how do we call it? How should I put it? The winner's mistake or something. There's a word I normally like to use, and it has to do with the fact that when you start seeing money, if you miss the foundation, you become lazy. When you start seeing money, so many things go wrong. People don't know it. So have it in mind. When you start seeing money, the zeal and energy I had 5 years ago, I don't have it today. I don't have it today. So when I noticed it, I've quickly gone back to the drawing board to do what? Revise and step out there. Because I realized I've taken a laid-back approach. That's the danger of meeting your goals, not setting high goals. So market yourself. Sell anything you know. Anything you know how to do, sell it. There is somebody out there who needs it. And you want to say she knows how to braid. Her social media page, Facebook, WhatsApp, every day, braid your hair, contact me, home service. You keep posting. One day somebody will see it. One day somebody will do what? See it. I said what? Always sell something. The day you stop selling, that's the day you become poor. Even the rich are still selling. Then Dangote just come out with Dangote cement. Is it the cement that made him a billionaire? He was a billionaire before what? The cement. So you come here. You don't want to sell. Always sell. Sell something. Always. Always be selling. If you want to be financially free. Always. You see campus? You can even go room to room. I have something I'm selling. Some will mind you, some will not mind you. The thing is, focus on the process. The lessons you learn from trying, nobody can teach you. Do you get it? There are some lessons you only learn it through failure. If I teach you, it will make sense to you. And when you pay the price yourself, you realize that yes. If you try to sell a phone case and you roam the whole of Lagos campus and nobody buys, it will teach you a lesson about humility and appreciating process. But when you keep going, and one day, one person buys the case, you'll be so happy and you learn the value of customer service, where you have to cherish every customer. So the process is very important. Always sell. Never stop. Oh, Tim, I'm teaching how to build a website in 2 weeks. This. Keep posting it on your social media. Oh, build a website, professional website, blah, 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 blah. Share it. Keep sharing. Keep posting. Keep talking to people. You know, let me say this to over here. The day I heard this word, I never knew it was a word that existed because I've been practicing it for years. Something I call direct marketing. I do it a lot. Because this mentorship, I'll teach you. Learn to spot people, identify things. You understand? As a beginner, you should learn. You go to church, instead of going to gossip, rather focus and look for opportunities. You realize, okay, this person drives a car. The car this person is driving, poor people will not drive it. So this person, so let's say for instance, you go to Katamanto. Through conversation, sometimes you let me have the thing, no, I can come. Ah, Susie, what leg size do you wear? Oh, please sit down. I have some nice, powerful slippers. I'm expecting them. When it comes, I'll come and show one to you. She has given me her size. I'm now going to town to go and look for a nice slippers I know she will like. Do you get the picture? I told her I'm expecting it when it comes. So when I see, I read that, Susie like designers. So when I go, I'm going to look for a correct designer, not fake. Because the person I'm going to, the person likes original things. Or I'll look for one without a brand. You understand? When I come, it's a risk. When I come with like 2. You understand? Oh, these are nice slippers too I have. Look at them and see. If it's that before I come to you, the thing I'm coming to sell to you, you are the person I have in mind. You have to buy it. After I come and say, I use the word what? Direct what? Marketing. I know Tim can afford 50 CDs. So, even if Tim does not need it, Tim may say, 50 CDs, that let me just buy it and go and throw it somewhere. Or may buy it and use it. But maybe my profit on that thing Tim buys is what? 30 CDs. So when I come, I look at Tim. Tim, you see, I have a nice t-shirt. I think you might like it. Can you have a look at some? The 3 t-shirts I brought, I've studied and know their team size. So no matter what, you pick one of them. When he picks one of them, the price of one can end up buying the other 2. So if he doesn't buy all and even buys one, it's not a loss. I have to go out there now, keep the rest, and look for somebody else to sell them to. But him buying just one is enough to cover what? So you have to learn direct marketing. But this is a mistake people do. Because they think, oh, maybe I have money, or this person has money. They'll bring an inferior something and come and sell times 10 of the price. You see, business grows when customers become repetitive. Like they keep repetitive. That's when business grows. So always make sure you treat every customer right. Don't be in a rush to make money. We don't make money in a rush. We make money through process. It takes time. One thing about people who have money or rich people is they hate to be cheated. When they notice you've cheated them, next time they won't come to you. Oh, please, I've noticed you've been posting articles on your pages. Do you know I'm a writer? I write too. Why don't you send me your articles so that I'll be, the way you've posted it, I think, see, okay, for instance, you posted these 2 articles last week, but see what I did with it. I think if you posted it this way, to be better. Oh, okay. Then, henceforth, I'll be sending you my articles so that you edit and post them for me. Okay, you every month, now take 500 CDs. Do you know what has happened? Now, you know every month you are getting 500 CDs from this side. So if the whole month you don't make even any profit, and that person's money alone, you decide to be saving it, in 20 years, you know you've gotten your sales figures. The same approach, by the time you realize, you can get 10 customers. Do you get it? You can call some of your friends, oh, I am into plumbing now. I sell plumbing materials. I do this. If you need any plumbing materials, please let me know. And you know what's happening now? You see the Lebanese, Malcolm and Co. Now, they are selling all kind of materials. And do you know what they've done? They are displaying their prices on it. So those days that a plumber will come to you, oh, this thing is 20 Ghana cedis, 50, 100, 200. What do? Now, people are driving to Palace Mall to go and buy their own item. Because when they go, they get it for the actual price. So instead of our workers becoming smart to know that, see, let me rather charge my correct workmanship, but ask for the item, exactly how much I'm getting, let me sell it to you. Are you getting the picture? You need, so then, learn to do direct marketing. Learn to do direct marketing. You go to church, you go to places, you see people, you befriend them. Oh, please, I have these slippers I'm selling. Okay, how much is it? Oh, it's nice. You know the person said, the person will do what? The person will buy. Please, auntie, buy one for me. You try it and see. If it is 50 slippers you had, you know by the time you finish selling it, your profit is what? 10,000. Later, we'll come on to how to savings and investment and then multiply your income. But sometimes you just want to meet your goal. Do you understand? But people don't do it. Somebody tried to sell a shirt to me, and I was like, Abba, so you've been seeing me every day. All the shirts you see me wearing, you should buy. You should know I will never wear this shirt. At times we buy some things for people, we don't need it. We buy to dash. But even some of the things people bring, you cannot even dash it. So you better tell the person the truth, you don't want it. I was like, so all the shirts you see me wearing every day, when you went to town, you didn't see any nice shirt to come and sell to me. See, I do direct marketing a lot. It's a way I get passive income. And I still do it. That's like I said, we later on get to savings and what? Investment. And how to multiply your funds. If I realize that Tim is a credible person, but Tim will never use cash to buy a laptop. So I can come, maybe the laptop, I can come, oh Tim, I have a laptop I'm selling on credit. You can pay in 4 months. Oh, I know he's a person of integrity. He has money. But maybe he won't use his cash to go and buy this thing. So I can come and buy it and give it to him. And then maybe that 4 months, because it's credit, I put my profit and interest margin on it. It's okay. So how much deposit? Oh, just 500 cedis. And every month give me 500 or 300. Oh, let me take it. By the time he has done the second month's payment or third month payment, I've gotten my money back. The remaining 3 months is what? Profit. And I still do it. Do you understand? You have to learn how to do direct marketing and also sell yourself. Susie, what are you selling? You understand? But she's a person of many talents. But she's not selling it. To make money, you have to be aggressive. You have to be aggressive. I've lost my aggressiveness, but I'm going back to pick that cap again. You understand? I'm going back to gather it again because I realized that there's more to do. There's more to do. I thought I can watch everybody here. I know, okay, this he wears medium. This will wear large. This will do this, will do this, will do this. Okay, this person, she doesn't have money. This, she has money. Okay, so when I come to ACNAM, ACNAM, I have some things, so you can pay me in 5 months. So you just give me deposit like this, the rest pay me in 5 months. Hey, I've already targeted, decided, know your purchasing power, know everything. So I know when you come, saying yes is 90%. And the item too, you will like it, so you will let it go. You say, hey, even if I don't have money, he's giving me 4 months payment plan. The thing too is nice, so let me do what? Let me take it. You have to be aggressive. Always sell something. Don't be comfortable where you are. You are working in the hospital, doctor. You are happy that you're a medical doctor. That is it. Sell something. It can be beans. It can be pepper. Sell. Always be selling something. People say we should do that next session. The next session, everybody will tell me what they are going to sell and how they intend to raise money. If it's washing, you want to wash for people, no problem. I keep saying to make money, the first step is always difficult. The rest, maybe you've gotten customers, you go and wash for them yourself. A time will come, you realize, hey, right now I have 20 customers. Okay, let me go and employ people so that they start going. Then when I become what? Supervisor. In the initial stage of every business, you will do everything as the founder. You will do everything. But when you begin to succeed and growth comes, you employ people. That is why it's not everybody's a business owner. This I'm sharing with you, they don't know it. And they won't learn it. So, let's do what? Let's brand whatever we are good at as a product, or a service. And then what? You start small. Just do what? Start small. The target is, I want us to make 6 figures. For those who have not made it, those who don't have it, the goal is within a year or 2. I said 1 year, but Edna said it's too difficult for 1 year. So I'm making it 2 years. And what we are talking about here will make it possible. Don't think, I'm not sharing anything with you I've gone to learn from anywhere. I'm sharing what I've practiced myself, what I did, and it worked. So this is not from a book or anywhere. This is practical something. Whatever I'm sharing, whatever I've written here, are practical things I did and it worked for me. So if we take it serious, it's possible. Maximum 2 years. I said 1 year, but Edna said it will be too difficult because people will not sleep. So we are doing it in 2 years. But there are some who can do it in 1 year. So if you decide on what to sell or what to do, then we can go to what? The next phase. And we are doing it together. As I said, the goal is 6 figures in 1 year, or for those who want to be like Edna, 2 years. So no excuses. No excuses. No what? Excuses. So please, anything we decide to do here, let's take it serious. It's only by in doing so that what we can all. I want next year by this time, when we meet December, we all laugh because I know at that time, everybody, I can boldly say, everybody has 6 figures in their account. And imagine I collect 5% from everybody.
And when you see us, you also buy our products.
No problem. You understand? Because I'm serious about it. We are going to make our first 6 figures. If you've not made it yet, we are making it maximum 2 years. So that means by first year, you should have half. But so no excuses. So just think through what you've said. You are not ready. You've told me you can braid. So no problem to stress you. That means that and I have to look for people who are going to do what. And by the time you be done with school, whatever you're in, forget. By the time you be done with school, when your colleagues call and say, I'm not getting any job, there are no jobs in town, I've been taking my CV round, I've gotten a job, they said they'll pay me 800 CD or 1,000, I'm going to do it. You will then be saying, hey, me in a month, I've been making about 4,000 CDs from breeding for people. So that's why it's not your colleagues are not here. You are what? Here. So you are learning something that will give you an advantage. I can assure you that unless you are connected, even that one, the job you get, how much will they pay you? But when you take what you are doing serious, trust me, you make money. Even when you travel, because you've learned how the act of making money, you will still make money. So on our next session, everybody will all talk about what we are going to sell. No excuses. What we are going to do, what you are going to sell, what you can do. If it's gardening, you better start learning how to do. If Mr. Muzi says he wants to do gardening, then his assignment will be simple. Your neighborhood, or go to where people own homes with garden. Knock every gate. Tell them you do gardening. By the time you finish knocking 50 gates, you will get 2 customers. If you want 10 customers, then you have to try and knock like 500 gates. And trust me, by the time you are done knocking 500 gates, you will get your 10 customers. And when money start coming small, and one day somebody will say, oh, I wish I'm like you. You tell the person, don't wish you were like me. Because if you knew what I went through, don't wish. Sometimes the process, when you sit down, it gives you joy. The joy is in the process. So sometimes when I see the things I had to do to get where I am today, I laugh. You understand? I just laugh. I'm like, ah, God, you've done some. During a number of years it took me to even get to this office here. The office I'm meeting didn't just happen overnight. You understand? So start small. Start small. Who wants to tell me what they decided on selling?
Tea bags. That was long, not now, but I have it written down. Like this organic teas. So I'm going to look at it again. I have someone who purchases every tea for every specific purpose. For example, if you are in your menses, there is a particular tea you have to take. If maybe you are stressed out, I learned that based on my own experience. And teas was one of the killing processes for me. So I came to really understand spices and herbs and other things, how to combine them and all that. And also, I've also realized that sometimes if I talk to people and they listen to me, do what I suggest, it really ends them well. So I don't know how to branch that. I'm looking at a service like that as well.
Don't worry. Just decide. We'll be having resource people who pass through. So when you decide on what to do, if there's a marketing person here, you ask the marketing questions you want to ask. You understand? Whatever resource person that comes here, you do what? You ask. You want to sell tea, what I'll tell you is, start. You understand? Start. Like I kept saying, it was on the process, we've got to keep knocking the doors. The worst you can get is a no. The worst you can get is a no. But what you are doing now is to meet your financial targets. Once you meet one target, then now you can move towards the next stage. So there are some businesses you do today is just to meet your financial target, then you move to the next business. There are some jobs I won't do today because I've gone past that level and I'm no longer at that stage to do it. Let's say if today you sell tea, God bless you and God begin to open doors for you, and maybe you are beginning to make profit of maybe 1,000, 2,000, 5,000, 10,000 on a month. You no longer carry tea and be going around homes to sell to people. At that time, you'd have gotten a new idea, a new way to do what? Grow. So everybody has to come up with what they will sell. Do you know what you sell? No, you don't have to. It's not only a product that you can sell. You can sell a service. It's like you said you are into what? Writing. Good. So you can market, you can sell your writing skills. You can sell your writing skills. You can brand it and then sell. And you can do about 4 things at a go. Like I said, so you'll be living here tonight or tomorrow, you can go to Canvas or something. It's a free software to design. You can go design, you need a writer, call me. I'm into content creation, into this. Just start posting. One day somebody will call you. You open a page, let's say Facebook. You start writing articles and posting there. One day somebody will reference and say, let me see what she's been writing. If you tell me you're a writer and I go to your Facebook page and I see nothing there, then you're not a writer. So preparation meets opportunity. Whatever you know how to do, start marketing it. Post about it. You say you're a writer. Start posting it. You are into braiding hair. If you braid hair for someone, you ask the person, can I take a picture? No, not of your face. Just of the hair. The person says, okay, why not? Someone will say, oh, I don't mind. Take my face. Someone will say, oh, just my hairstyle. You post. So one day, somebody will go to your Facebook page and will say, oh, really? Look at she's been braiding since 4 years ago. Look at her styles. Oh, I want to work with her. People start calling you for home service. Do you get it? So market it. Use social media. Whatever you want to do. You spoke about tea bag. Talk about the benefits. Post it on social media. Post. Somebody will call you. Whatever you are doing, just put it out there. Don't let it stay hidden. And forget about you want to be a professional. So, I'm anti. That FDA thing is good, but don't wait for it before you say you start. Sell. Talk to people, brand it neatly, package it nicely, talk to people. There are things I'm not even professional at, but I do them. There are professionals out there. It's all about partnering them. If I want to go into braiding, she told me she likes braiding. All I do is to call her. I've gotten a customer. Can you do this style? Or I can do it. Okay. My assistant or my partner will call you. She will come and do it for you. You're into writing. Start marketing it. Somebody will call you. Oh, okay. I want to see the works she has done. And maybe you go to your social media page. You've written articles. You've written things. You can even decide to write on the economy. Do you get it? Just posting them, you'll be surprised that a TV station will call you that they want to work with you. Do you get the point? Maybe ECG, Doomsday is going on. Energy Minister came to give a statement. You've listened to it, you write an article on it, and then you do what? You post. For now, you're doing it for fun. But that can be what will give you your breakthrough tomorrow. Don't wait and say, oh, I want Joy FM to employ me as a writer. Then I start writing. No. You can do the media house is supposed to do something. They know what they do now. They copy articles. One station have written it, they copy, edit, and post. So maybe you're watching TV3 News. Okay. Yesterday on TV3 News, you write articles, give breakdown, put it on your page. You'll be surprised a time will come, people will start visiting your page to read about what is happening in the economy. Preparation what always meets opportunity. I skipped one point that drop the pride. When you start small, drop the pride. Pride is, there should be no business above you or beneath you. If that's the right way, beneath you. Wait there, I can't do it. You understand? There should be no business beneath you. As a David asked me, I can do anything. Anything I will do, so long as it will pay me, I will do it. There's no business that I'm above. Is it washing? I'll wash. But the question is, am I at that point that I need that washing money? No. So maybe I won't do it. I won't do it. But I'm at a point that where maybe I need big money. So I'm focusing on what? Where the big monies are. But if I was to be a beginner, as I did, if I have to start, I'm not bothered. I already know the things I'll do what I will do. What's your money plan? You should know your money plan. I know my money plan already. So today something happens, I don't have to think twice. I know where I'm going to start from. What are your money moves? Some of my money moves is what? I'll go and knock people's gate and tell them I can wash car, I can do gardening for them. If I ask you right now to list 10 alternatives you want to use for money, do you have it? You should have it. At least 10 money moves. 10 things you can do for money. You should have it written. Then you start with. As at when you need money. There are some of the money moves, I've dropped them because the money from there and my time now, it will be a waste of time. Do you get the difference? Maybe you are working for a president and the money you are making from there is way more than the money you make from braiding hair. So right after somebody calls you, oh, I've stopped braiding. It's not because it's beneath you. It's because the money, the amount of money you make, you are making that same time elsewhere is getting you more money. So you can no longer do what? Do what you used to do. Despite to no longer sell gum, not because he's making so much money that his time is not worth it going through that. So you need to have your money moves down. You need to have your money moves. Somebody's money moves is to marry a rich man. So as a lady, she's doing what rich men like. She's going to learn. So she's done tacky tummy or whatever they call it, flat tummy. Then some will tell you they want to know. They know rich men want sexy body. So they've gone to do the back, do a flat tummy, so that a rich man will see her hot and take her. That's her money moves. Somebody too feels, well, if I should go into politics, looking at the terrain in Ghana, you'll be in a position like 10 years or 12 years. But no matter what, you will come to power. So, no problem. I'm going to join this party. I'll be an active member. They will know me. Even if we're in a position for 10 years, 8 years, 12 years, we will definitely come to government. When we come to government, I can make all what my colleagues have made in 10 years, I'll make it in 4 years. So you go and join a political party. What is your money moves? If you want to be financially free, you need to know your money moves. So our assignment of listing, we said list what you can start selling. It can be a service. As I said, selling does not mean you selling a product. It can be a service. Maybe a teacher. You know how to teach French. The question is, how do I package it so that I get people to go and teach them? So you can sell your teaching skills. Start talking to people. Oh, I can guide you to speak French in 3 months. Trust me, you will speak French in 3 months. All I need is 2 hours a day. Do you know the money you make? There's a service you can sell. Do you know now people want to speak French? So when you sit down and package it as a service, now you go out there to do what? To sell it. So that you came for this mentorship class. Oh, sir, I can teach you to speak French in 3 months, or 6 months, or 2 months, or 3 months. All I need is 2 hours every day. 2 hours every day. The person will be like, really? I can speak French in 6 months or 4 months. Just 2 hours a day, 3 times a week is all you need. Okay, you will talk about it. Or okay, you teach my sister for me, or teach my son for me. So that can be a service you sell. And you stop at nothing, you keep going to people, you get your customers. You go to church, many people you meet in the church room, you tell them that children, you can teach them. Some you tell, oh, I can come home to the house every Saturday. Within 5 months, your children should be speaking little French. They will say, really? Please come. Oh, a month, give me 300 cedis. Or maybe, please, where do you stay? Okay, you stay at Kaswa. Oh, your place is far. Okay, that means it will cost you 500 cedis a month. The wrong customers will always say no. But your correct customers will say what? Yes. Because there are people who have the money to spend. So when you go into business, your focus should be on those who have the money to do what? To spend. That's one lesson I learned earlier on when I started chasing money. I always used to think, oh, this is expensive, nobody will buy. And I realized I was dealing with the wrong people. Because with the right people, money is not a problem. They will buy so long as it's of value to them. So list about at least 10 money moves.
What is the link between the money moves and the traits that you do? I think it's almost similar.
It's almost similar. The difference is you are listing alternatives, moves that you do for money, a plan for money. You understand? That one is your plan to what? Like I give a scenario that somebody will say, I want to go into politics. That's a money move. His goal is to go into politics for money. That one, you can't sell politics. Can you sell it?
It's still a professional, somehow.
No. Somebody wants to go and marry a rich man. That's his money move. That's his money move. It's a move. Do you get it? Like, they're almost the same thing, but at least with the moves, you are listing options. We are bringing the session to an end. So, you see, what's your plan? What steps will you take? Somebody's money moves is to live below their means. It's a money move. The money will not necessarily mean doing business. It's more like what would you do to stay rich or get money? Somebody's own is to do what? Live below their means. So maybe, for instance, let's say you are picking trotro. Instead of aiming to own a car, you choose to keep picking trotro so that you don't have to work extra hard to make more money to buy a car and do what? Buy expenses. So that's your move to live below. Somebody too will say, I want to save money and invest. you need to know what like you do for money. They are similar, but there's a little difference between it. As like how you can see in it, I've put in market yourself as a product. Get a job. They are all in there.
This is more of a long-term.
Long-term part of the hair.
Game that you want to
So when you know the long-term goal, your plan is okay. If you start making money, you know where to branch. You know where you're heading to. Like everybody has a plan. So when he hits, how should I put it? When they hit their target, they know it's time to branch into this field. When I get a little money, I would invest here. I will go into politics. I will do this. I will do this. So they have their money moves down. So let's say they start preparing down for it. Are you on the same page? So all we have to do is to just list it. Do you get a point? So what we are doing, you have the paper in front of you. You are listing your, how do you call it? What you can sell. As I said, it can be a product, it can be what? A service. And then you list your 10 money moves. And then finally, to wrap up, to know what to sell or what to do is simple. Think of what problem do you want to solve? That's one easy way to know your money moves or what to sell or what to do. What problem do you want to solve? Do you get it? Just think of that. What problem do you want to solve? When you go home, look around your community. Look around everywhere. Anywhere you go, start looking around. What problems can you solve there? It's one way of getting money ideas. If you go to somebody who doesn't like wearing watch, and you go there, you want to sell watch to the person, what problem do you think you want to solve? The person doesn't like watch. So you have no problem to solve. But I'll still be using Ejewa, right? I'll still be using your this thing, what you want to do as an example. If Ejewa goes from home to home to talk to people, do you know the problem Ejewa wants to solve? What she wants to solve is to prevent mothers or fathers from driving on weekends to go to the salon. So she's selling convenience to them in their home. So always think of what problem do you want to solve. That's one way of generating money ideas. What problem do you want to solve? So always look for a problem and then look for the solution. Then you sell the solution, not the product. Don't come and tell me you are selling a cream. Tell me what a cream will do. Oh, sir, I have a cream. If you want to become fair in 10 days, they will see you like Obroni. I have this cream to do wonders for you. People buy solution, not a product. So when a Jewa comes, oh, please, I do home-to-home service. I can come and braid for you at your own convenience. Anytime at all you call me, evening, from morning to 8 p.m., I'm available. Anytime you can call me, I will come. She's selling convenience. So like how I use, today your name is escaping me, sir. Our Frenchman. I told Amuzu.
No,
Yeah.
Amuzu is that.
But Amuzu also. So when I was calling Amuzu, I thought I was making a mistake. Then I'm safe. Amuzu. I have Amuzu. So Mr. Amuzu saying that, oh, I can teach you French in 3 months or 6 months. What he is doing is he is selling something that everybody wants to learn but think is difficult. He is selling it as easy. So he now will go and sit down and think, how can I make people speak basic French in 6 months? So that at least if they go to Togo, Benin, Paris, or anywhere, they can even say, how are you? How are you doing? My name is this. I'm looking for this place. I want to get this. Where can I get the nearest mall? the basic expression that they can express themselves, they will know how to do it. When it is that, oh, at least you can know how to express yourself. If somebody speaks French, you will not be lost. People will buy. He's offering them one solution. So if Tim says how to build a website in 2 weeks or in 1 month, what he's doing is he's selling what people think is difficult. He has found a way to make it so easy. So he's selling that solution. So like me telling you that if you follow the pattern, maximum 1 year to 2 years, you should have your first 6 figures. What am I telling you? I'm assuring you that it's possible to make your first 6 figures, no matter your condition, in maximum what? 2 years. It's up to you to do what? To believe or what? Not to believe. It's up to you to decide to take it serious or not to take it serious. So that means that if you choose to be part of us and you take it serious, then you know the goal we have is within 2 years, you should have made your first what? 6 figures. No matter where you are starting from. Whether you are starting from 0 or not. So maybe Tim will say, I've been hustling for 5 years. I've not seen 6 figures. A guy is saying 1 year to 2 years. So the question is, okay, then that means that whatever he says we should do, I will do what? I will do it to see if it will work or not. And how many times are we meeting? We meet once a month. So that means we have 18 sessions or 20 sessions to do what? To meet our first 6 figures. And I'm telling you, it is what? Possible. And when we meet and we all fill the form and we bring it, we all set the clock rolling. And we all go. It's only those who fall out of the way. So I didn't get your name. Richmond. Okay. Richmond, do you believe it's possible? So if you believe and you do what we say we want to do, we will all get there. So I think we'll be wrapping up. We're wrapping up over here because of time. Wrapping up over here. So just do what I said. Let's do what? Maybe we can even add one more assignment to it. Look around your community or anywhere and find 10 problems and solutions to it. List 10 problems and solutions to it.